Back to the old grind. That's right. Hello. Hello, I'm here. I'm here. We did it. Hello. Oh. Almost pushed that off the thing. I'm just gonna do, this one. There you go. A little lippy balmy. Oh, look at these subs. Oh my god. Let me unmute them. Oh. There we go. Hi. There we go. Hello. How's the food in Japan? So good. We have so much to talk about. We have so much to talk about. Hello. What's up, you all? Oh my gosh. Bacon, thank you so much for the 85 months of that tier 2. That's a lot. Thank you, thank you. Holy crap. Mr. Person, thank you for the 64 months. I appreciate it. Oh my god. Rathor with the 25 months with that Twitch Prime or Prime Gaming. Let's go, let's go. Wow. It's been a while since I called it Twitch Prime, actually. Henopio, thank you so much for the 47 months. Very kind. Thank you so much. I have my little fruit. I have my little palpable if we want to do that. And then, put hair on it. Does not remove it. Wait, if you unequip it after Dupless copies you, it doesn't remove it from him? Oh, interesting. That's cool. So then the illusion stays, but it still shows that it's already him. See, Lightning, thank you so much for the 17 months. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yo, let's go. My sub count is not only the lowest it's almost ever been, but it's also messed up on my screen and I don't know how to fix it. Does anybody know? I wanted to ask you all because I don't know what's happening. Hello. What's up, DevFox? Hi. Oh, you were gonna ask for Kit Kats? I only saw green tea ones. I know it's like Japan loves Kit Kats. They have like 300 flavors. I didn't see them anywhere. I did not see Kit Kats like I thought I would. I was surprised. So how's Japan? Oh gosh. We're gonna have a whole discussion. We're gonna chat about it. We're about to talk about it. So proud you tried all the foods. I did my best, Tyra. I did my best. Oh boy, we'll talk about that too. Just want to hear stories about the complicated and confusing toilets. They're not that complicated. They're confusing at first, but they're fine. If you just want to use like a toilet, you can. It's fine. They're not that bad. Unsighted, thank you so much for the 12 months. Look at you, you've got a year. Thank you so much for the year of support. Hello, thank you. Okay, you all. Okay. I did, right? I know. They have perfect little symbols. Yes. Okay, wait, there's a lot that we should get into. Hold your questions for like a few minutes, okay? Hold your questions for a few minutes because I want to answer them and I will have missed stuff. First and foremost, if anybody on OBS who uses OBS understands why somebody was working on my... Okay, I had somebody working on my new layouts for me, right? And I have like a whole scene that has them all kind of put together in a nice way, in a nice little format. And that's all well and good, except for the fact that when I try to move them around, I can't. So, when I go to, like, they're in folders, right? And the folder itself you can move around. But the stuff in the folder, it has no transform abilities. I can't transform it. If you go to transform, it says copy and everything else is grayed out. I can't move it around. I don't know why. Which is why when you look at the sub count there, it doesn't, it's off the screen. I'm not sure why. Are they locked? Yes. Yeah, that's it. Yep. I've never worked with locked. Thank you. You did it. I feel a little stupid now. Thank you. I've never worked with locked layers before in my life, so. Also, the whole layer is now weird and messed up. Why did that happen? Okay, there we go. Why did that? We're good. Everything's fine. Yeah, we're fine. Thank you, my dear. I appreciate it. Looks prettier now. Okay, cool. Yay! So subs, we're gonna do some birthday celebration stuff and a Beat Saber crowd control, and that should hopefully get us back to where we want to be. How did it move in the first place? Because I added the word subs to it, which pushed the whole thing to the right. Before it was just the numbers, and that was through Stream Elements. Anyway, doesn't matter. Thank you, TV. I appreciate the 6 months. Thank you. Let me stop acting like I don't like this place. You're fine. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hi, Chase. What's up, everyone? It's so nice to see you all. Very nice to see you all. What do you mean not interrupt? You're fine. You're fine. Just hang. You're good. You're good. Okay, I have a little bit of ginger beer. And I have to take this collagen stuff. And then let's talk about Japan. How was your birthday? So good. Because I was at Disney in Japan. It was so good. Yo, listen. Tokyo Disney Sea is gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's awesome. Tokyo Disneyland is like Disneyland, but it's not. It's so weird. Rocket, thank you for the 25 months. I'm excited to see you soon. It's gonna be great. I'm excited. There we go. Birthday was great. Okay. Let's talk about this trip. So, okay. I was gone for a while. Hi, Tyler. What's up, friend? Disneyland Paris. Yes, right? It was all wrong. And you're like, oh, the castle's there and it's really cool. You know what? One of the best parts about Tokyo Disneyland is that the castle is the castle's the right colors. She's the correct colors. She's castle colors. She's not pink. It's not that I hate pink. Pink is actually one of my least favorite colors. Except for when it's on Kirby. It's not that I hate pink, it's just that it's a castle. It's Cinderella's castle should be gray and blue and white and gold. It shouldn't be pink. I don't like the pink castle very much. I was just like, why do they do that? Yeah, my stories, I was like, oh my god. My Disney castle is based on now the castle in Tokyo Disney. So if they could just take the pink off, and just make it like gray because it's supposed to be like stones. Stones are not pink. Anyway. So I was in Japan for 2 weeks. It was my first time there. It was my first time ever in Asia, and it was fucking dope. As soon as I got home, oh my god, you all, we landed in the US in the Dulles airport. That was where we had a layover. And I'm like, we land in like 10 minutes and I'm like, why is everything so dirty? And nobody cares. There's no escalator etiquette. Like, nobody waits for you to get off the metro before they want to get on. Like, nobody cares. Everything's bad. That was me coming home. I was like, where are the lines on the ground that show where the people are supposed to exit? And then people you need to fucking wait. If you're getting on and off of a thing and it's timed, let people off first. Please, let people off before you try to come on. People are not good at that. They're not good at that. I don't understand. There's no etiquette here. So it was really sad. And the whole airport just felt dirty. There's like a spilled drink all over the floor and the bathroom floors are like sticky. And I'm like, ew. Heaven for ADHD brain. And once I got it. I was like, cool, I get it. Also, the other thing that helps you understand etiquette there is that everybody's already doing it. So as long as you just do that, you're like, oh, I got it. I'm good. Oh, we walk on the left. When you're going up and down stairs in and out of the metros, you all, they have arrows. The up and down arrows. So they're like, go down on this side, go up on this side. They just have arrows. Courtesy is missing here. It's not just courtesy and etiquette. It's like respect, but also community respect. Like, yeah, be yourself. Be an individual. It's cool. Like, protect yourself. Care for yourself. Please, practice self-care. It's beautiful. But also, like, we function as a community. You can't live by yourself. Like, I know people like, oh God, I just hate people. Sometimes I just want to be alone. I'm like, hey, that's not how it works. Society, our whole fucking, like, species is meant to live together in groups. And that's why people have this, like, incredible loneliness, because yes, being individual does not mean, like, I see instances of people being like, I don't give a fuck what you think. I'm gonna do what I want to do. And it's like, that's cool. But also, it would be like if somebody's like, you know, driving somewhere and they're like, I'm gonna drive how I want to drive. And I'm like, you're on the road with other people. You can't not care how you're acting toward other. We live in a society. Yes. Anyway, it made me really sad when I got home. I know, Mad Bat. Yeah, it's like that. Sean Luke, thank you so much for the 71 months. I have my tiny papa fruit here. Wait, Rocky, you don't want to see all my merch? No, please go do what you gotta do. Yeah, I'm excited to see you too. They can not care. They actually oh, they can. Okay, anyway. Going to the US even from Canada. Oh yeah? Interesting. Yeah, exactly. Being an introvert has nothing to do with being mindful of others. Self-care also doesn't have anything to do with... It's a completely separate thing than societal respect. Hanga said the saddest thing was looking out the window and seeing just absolute empty land that people can't exist in. What do you mean? Like, about coming home? Empty land that people can't exist in? Like, from the airplane. But, like, no, I mean, no, you're good, Rockin'. Go do you. Like, people can't exist in, like people can't afford stuff, or just that it's like, what does that mean? I don't... So what you're saying, we need... Society sucks because of the people. We just need to be more kind and respectful of each other and the things that we interact with. The world we're interacting with, like the places we go, we need to always set the best example we can of being clean, of respecting each other, of trying to like have some kind of fucking order. Oh, like the layout of America is spread out and unwalkable. Oh, yes. Yeah. I mean, Japan is smaller than California. Just so you all know. So Japan has like, oh my God, their metros and their train system, like their Shinkansen. Oh, it's so good. Their airports are not, well, the airports are great. Their flights, they tend to be late and stuff like that. So that's just something to consider. And they don't have the same rules about helping for missed flights, but they did at least rebook us for free on another flight. Anyway, but their trains, good. That I just can't stand people who don't care. Yeah, right? Hi, Impia, nice to see you. Yes, but so just like be somebody who cares. You can't just ignore society because we live in it and it helps us function, and we should be there for each other. We should. It's a good, it at the end of the day, helping others does help you. Makes you feel good. When you're doing good things for others and you like doing things for each other, and like you want to be able to do things for your friends without like expecting things in return and vice versa, and you know that they'll be there for you, blah, blah, blah. And it's great to do that for communities or for things like, so just, even if it sucks being around certain things, the better you can be, it's the best you can do. And encouraging others if you want to. Train good. Watched a video yesterday about Shinjuku Station. Yeah, it can be a little confusing to get around, but they do have signs everywhere. And and the way that they do the metro is when you're switching lines, everything is not only like listed, if they have video screens, like it's a lot of just like hanging signs at the top of the metro ceilings, right? But sometimes they have like screens when you get down to the actual trains of like when they're coming, and it'll scroll through like 4 different languages. So you'll see the English words, which is nice. So it took me like a little bit to get used to the metro system. But again, the easiest thing to remember is that all the trains have a little square that's its own color for its own line with like a letter or two in it. So you're like, we're going to the pink one now. We're going to the pink line. And that's the 080 line. And that's a pink with an O. And you're like, cool, easy, right? And then like Google Maps will be like, take it 4 stops. Go from 21 to 25. Get off at 25. And I'm like, good, okay. So I really got the hang of it toward the end. I was also like the navigator, but it's not hard. Hi, Pika, by the way, what's up? Google Maps actually works. The one downside to using Google Maps when you're going places is that you can't start navigation. So if you go to a different app and come back, oftentimes it'll refresh and you have to like reopen the navigation because it can't like start a route if you're taking public transit for whatever reason. It just won't start. So it's always like, here are the directions. I can't start. You just have to scroll through it. So that part's annoying, but that's kind of Google's fault. It's not like the Metro's fault or anything. Since I've done public transit my whole life, I find those systems very easy to grasp. Yeah. Train strikes. Oh, I get it. Okay, yeah. You get a dopamine boost from being nice and helping people. Yes, it is nice to be nice. Absolutely. Okay, let's do an overview of the trip. Here's where we went. We started by flying, and I'm gonna include a little bit of that plane drama we talked about when I was in Okinawa. We started from here. We flew up to LaGuardia Airport, and then we got a car to JFK. We had like a 6-hour layover, and the problem was when we got there that the terminal we were flying out of had like nowhere to sit, and you can't check your bags until it's like 2 hours before the flight for Japan Airlines. So we were there like 4 or 5 hours before the flight. And we were like, oh fuck, we're so tired. Where do we go? What do we do? And I'm like, I'm sorry, well, I didn't realize. So like we like weren't even near a lounge. We couldn't check in anywhere. Like there's nothing to do. We just like hung out like tired in a food court, and like it was that was annoying. But then we got on the Japan airline flight, and the airline itself is good. The only downside, first of all, flight was dead quiet. It was great. But I didn't really sleep, so by the end of the flight itself was good. We sat on the runway, on the plane, in the plane, for 3 hours before we took off. Because by the time we boarded the plane, the wind and rain were just... It was like over 30-mile-an-hour winds with like sheets of rain. So we couldn't take off. We had to sit there and wait. So that gave us an extra 3 hours on the flight. Then we're getting ready to start our descent. I've had a headache for at least 8 hours of the flight, which has gone from a 13-hour flight to 16 hours on the plane. I think it was like 10 hours I had the headache. And then as we're starting our descent, it's also been a while, and there's no little personal fans, like AC, the little AC things you can do to get some air. So the flight's just gotten warm. And I start feeling motion sick. Like, I don't get motion sick on rides or anything like that. It has to be the right temperature, like this weird warm temperature. Usually I'm sitting in the back of a car. So I usually just call it car sick, because I don't feel motion sick almost ever. It's just if I'm like reading in the back of a car and there's no AC. So I started feeling like that. So by the time we land, I'm like 30 hours without sleep. I've had a headache for 10 hours. It's not great. It feels bad. And because I can't sleep, I can't get rid of it. And I'm starting to feel like nauseous and too warm. I can't cool down. So I felt like shit. I felt awful. It was like it felt worse than my worst day with COVID for like a few hours. COVID overall was worse, right? But that like several hour period, I was not well. So we get off. The other thing about being 3 hours late is I was like, well, we just missed our layover to try to get through customs and fly down to Okinawa, because we had a flight from JFK to Tokyo, and then from there we booked with a separate airline to go from Tokyo to Okinawa, which is like the southernmost island from Japan. So I was like, cool, we missed our layover. We're gonna have to figure that out. I have to go through customs. I feel like absolute garbage. I'm like, what are those things called? The little stands that have the straps that pull between, and they like pull, you put the straps between each stand to make the lines. I forget, I always forget what those things are called. I've only heard the term like twice in my life. But those things were in line for customs, and I had to lean on one. Every time the crowd moved, the line moved, and I would just lean on one and then wait, and then like walk to the next one and lean on it. And the other three that I'm with are like, "Ooh, are you okay? Like, you need to sit down." I'm like, I just want to make it through customs, please. So we make it through. I just like sit for a little bit. Even the airport when we first landed was warm. They didn't have AC in the hallways when you landed for whatever reason. So I'm just like trying desperately to cool off. I use the bathroom, I get some water, like start feeling a little better. Get some Tylenol. Then we have to go and be like, hey, Japan Airlines, you caused us to miss a flight. And they're like, we can't help you. Talk to the other airline you have the next flight with. And we're like, oh, fuck. Fortunately, the other airline that we missed the flight on, we're like, hey, you didn't put on flight protection, but we'll help you rebook. It's okay. And we're like, okay. So we didn't get compensation for a hotel stay, but we missed it. And we missed our last flight of the night to Okinawa, so we had to leave in the morning. And we're so... all of us at that point were feeling just so miserable that we were like, oh my God, we schlepped around 3 different terminals in the airport to like figure out how to rebook our flight and then try to find a hotel in the airport. One of them was booked. It said it had availability online. So, and I was so frustrated by that point and just lifeless that I just sat there, and Cade and Pix were like, we'll figure it out. Stop trying to do things. I'm like, okay. So we get some food, and then Cade finds a hotel in another part of the terminal. Anyway, we get 5 hours of sleep, and it was one of the best. My body was like, we need to recover. So we did it. And I woke up and I felt so much better. So early morning, we fly down to Okinawa. We get to our hotel, and holy shit, it's pretty. If you all missed Instagram stories, I have pictures. I have so many pictures. So if you'd like to see some, I can show you. It's gonna take me a while to scroll because it's, you know, I was there for like 2 weeks. There's a lot. Oh, I found it. Okay. I scrolled a lot. Our hotel. I gotta show you the view, you all. This was the view from our hotel. This is also DMing me. That's the view from our hotel. Would you like me to play it again? Because, oh my God. Look at this view! This is the view from our hotel. This is our room, by the way. Huge bathroom. So they do like the shower and the bathtub in the same glass room sometimes. Beautiful room. Huge ass bed. Huge room. Like, this is where we got to for our first hotel after... oh, and there's Bird. This was where we got to go. After that, like, horrible travel time and experience, this was it. Like, oh my God. It was... what a stark contrast. It was amazing. No, it was a premium king. California kings are a little... they're smaller or bigger. Hi, Fist. Thank you for the 83 months. Oh, I did not do a going live post. Let me do that. Thank you for the reminder. There you go. Hi, I'm live and we're talking about Japan, and then we're gonna play a little TTYD after. So if you want to hear more about the trip, I do owe you all some like actual posts like on my grid. But yeah, if you want to check that out, feel free to stop by the stream. Here we go. Let's do a link. They're vacuuming downstairs, so I'm gonna close the door a little bit in a second as well. How much Nintendo merch you get? I would say I don't want to talk about it, but I'm about to show you, so. Okay. Let me close the door a little bit. How much merch? Yes. Yeah. Okay, as we get into the trip, would you like to see how much merch I got? Here's some stuff I got from Okinawa. Let me put it in the bag so I can... What social media do you use nowadays for stream updates? Discord and Instagram. That's full. So is this. So it's not as much as Nos and Tiny because they filled a bed, but a lot of what I got was like figurines. Oh wait, I forgot one thing. Okay, are y'all ready? A few things. Just a few. Okay. Oh, you heard the music. Just a couple things. Add that too. Oh, bye. Okay. Bag's looking kind of light. Yeah? I'm just strong. Rookie numbers. Hanga. Okay. Also, this bag. It says Fantasy Springs. This is from the new area at Tokyo Disney Sea. Okay. What do y'all want to do first? Do you want me to just show you what I bought? Or do you want to, how much Splatoon merch? Did I buy any Splatoon merch? I don't know if I did. I don't know if I liked any of it enough. There was some cute stuff, but not stuff that I would use. I love TTYD and Japan, so the stream is a treat. Let's go. The area that made Disney Sea finally a Disney park? What do you mean? There's a huge Little Mermaid area. What are you talking about? Like, the other areas are less like Disney IP filled. But there's like a Nemo ride, and there's a massive Little Mermaid area that's so cool because not only is it gorgeous on the outside, but when you go inside, it's way bigger than you think. Because Splatoon sucks. Mallow, just as a reminder, Tones is doing Splatoon at this upcoming GDQ, so now it was very IP light, so that doesn't mean it's not a Disney park. It was still as gorgeous and aesthetically pleasing as other Disney parks, if not more. I'm literally locked in. Okay, would you all rather hear a bit about, like, our trip itinerary first, or, like, go through the merch first? Yeah, OG Disneyland was not full of Disney IP. That's very true. Merch second. Okay, those two are conflicting. Anybody else? Merch first. TTYD. TTYD will come after. Hanga! Bird was like, you know, hang on. Totally right. Thank you so much for the 72 months. Let's go 6 years. Let's go. Let's go. Am I gonna do the dancing game again? If Twitch gets rid of DMCA, or Twitch can let me play games without getting copyright flags, then yeah. What was the best part of the trip? The whole vibe of being there. Like, I don't know. What am I drinking? Ginger beer! I don't drink alcohol. Twitch drives further in hell. Uh-oh. I'm sorry! I won't leave again until 2.5 weeks when I leave for TT or SGDQ. I can't speak. Did I get any tattoos? No more than I already have. Oh, thanks, Tones! I appreciate the 34 months of that Prime Gaming, my dude. Let's hang. Bird wants to do a cookout soon. By the way, Tones Fizz, Panga. TTGDQ. Yeah, we were getting groceries today, and Bird's like, oh, I want to get hot dogs and burgers in a few days, and we'll like do a cookout thing sometime. And I was like, cool. It's good. Okay, so, which of the three is he doing at SGDQ? He's doing the, side order. He's doing 3 side order. You're doing Marie's palette? Whose palette are you doing? Forget. Okay, I got 2, 3. Okay, I got a couple of things for merch first. So let's do merch first. There's some stuff that I'm gonna have to kind of put to the side instead of actually show off because they're gifts for friends, and I don't want people to see them in advance. But I'll just be making a pile. So you'll just see me get some stuff out and just put it to the side. Japan was so good. That's what we're talking about. Okay. But, well, this is for my niece, so it doesn't matter. You can see some of this stuff. And I have a bag of groceries in here somewhere. This is all for her. My niece wanted... I have more, too. My niece wanted mango and strawberry candy stuff. So I got her that and some ramen. And she wanted something squishy. So I got her a little, like, squishy thing you can use as, like, a mouth rest. So I just got her some of that. I'm gonna put that off to the side. How did you have the suitcase space? I didn't. So this is a... This is very cool. This is a folding duffel. So it folds into itself. It becomes about this big. And it's pretty flat. So I keep that in my suitcase all the time, and I can unfold it and use it for souvenirs. This I got from Disney, and we just held it. Like, we just kept it in our room and just put stuff in it. And then these were our 2 carry-ons that Bird and I had. Yeah, I always do that now. My mom went to find food pantries. 4 cases of hot dogs? What? Where did I get this foldy bag? This is from... I got it online. It's a Hong Kong Disney thing that they had. But you can just look at, like, folding duffel. Just look up folding duffel online. You can find some. Yeah. My hair? Thank you. It do what it do. It do what it do. Okay. So, again, I'm going to put aside stuff I got for friends. And I'll show off everything else. Here's a good place to start. Because when we went to Okinawa, they are big on shisa. Shisa are like those 2 lion dogs. If you've ever seen those 2 lion dogs, they go on like the sides of temples, or just doorways. Basically, they are protective spirits, or deities, or whatever you want to call them in this term. But they always have, in Okinawa, the shisa are like a male and a female dog, lion dog thing. And one of them has their mouth closed and the other one has their mouth open. And there are like several different interpretations behind that. In Okinawa, Pix was telling me that it's so that the male one with the mouth open is to like ward off evil spirits. And on the mainland of Japan, they say that the shisa, or they call them something else, but the open mouth is like the ah, which is the first syllable in Japanese. And the N sound is like the last syllable. So you have your first and your last. But then the closed mouth and, you know, with Okinawa and more with the shisa is to like, I'm back! Thank you so much, Ciara, for the 69 months. Can I get some nices in the chat, please? Thank you for the Prime Gaming. What's up? How are you? Yeah, the an and n. So you have your an and then they're like helping ward off spirits or like sucking them in and like eating them or like holding the good ones in. But yeah, you put them on either side of the door, and they are like good little protective buddies. You'll also find a lot of foxes on shrines and stuff. That's more on the mainland. So we got 2 sets of shisa. So Bird has one that he's going to send to his parents, and then I'm either going to give these away or keep them. I haven't decided. So yeah, these are shisa. Pix got like 5 sets of shisa. She wanted to give one to her parents, one each of her siblings, and 2 for herself, I think. 1 or 2 pairs for herself. So she got a lot. And she got 1 like big set for herself. So yeah. This is a gift. This is Bird's water bottle. We got for free we had hotel credit. It's like in Okinawa. I can go to him. Show off, thank you for the 100 months. That's a long time. Thank you so much. At that tier 2 for 100 months. Thank you. You're great for showing off merch. So at one point we were in Tokyo. We're hanging out in the Akihabara district, and we went by the Square Enix cafe. They not to eat, but just they had a little store, so we looked at the store. And then across from that were some claw machines. And there was a little tiny plush dog that was black and fluffy. Pix looks at it and she's like, "It looks like Eddie." I need it. And so for the next, I don't know, 45 minutes, Cade, Bird, and our wonderful community member Genpo, who we got to hang out with that evening, all played the crane games to try to get Eddie. And they kept asking the staff person who's nearby, like, sumimasen, like, "Oh no, we moved it too far. Can you move it back to the center?" Basically, if it like the claw can't grab it anymore, they'll move it. And so while they're doing that, I'm like, I need to just walk. So I walked right down the street, and there's this little store that had only like large and extra large shirts, and I just looked through them and I saw this one. I thought it was really cute, and so I got it. And it'll probably be like a pajama shirt because it's like huge on me. I can also wear it as a dress. I'll figure it out. Isn't that cute? By the time I got back, they were still working on it. But fortunately, they sumimasen that staff person again. And she walks over, and I think after you spend a certain amount or you ask them enough times, they'll start being really nice to you. So she walks over, and she's like, she doesn't say anything. She just opens the thing, and it's the little plushie is like sitting on all these little like plastic jewels, and she pushes the jewels into a little pile right next to the edge where the plushie would drop. And she like puts the plushie right on the edge. So that all you had to do is basically like push the claw thing down to push it in. So they got it. Yeah, so they basically just give it to you. Exactly. So that happened, and it was really funny. So Pix does have the little plushie. There's like a pull string, and the little tail will spin. It looks like it's wagging. It's very cute. She was happy. So I have a whole mix of stuff between the Nintendo store, the Ghibli Park, the Ghibli Museum, the other Nintendo store, Pokemon Center, the Capcom store, and Tokyo Disney, both parks. I got a lot of merch. Yeah. Okay, those are plane tickets. Okay, here we go. Any Sega? No, we didn't get to visit a Sega store exactly. Where do I even start, dude? Okay, here's some just like regular Japan things. I had to bring home like one bag of this candy. It's just like crunch chocolate. I don't know. Crunky, it's called. Crunky. It's really good. Bird and I started eating a bag, like this little bag almost every day. So now I have just a little extra of that chocolate so I can enjoy it. Also, I got these little like individual face wash pods because I hear they're really awesome. So I got one for like dry skin. So I will try it and let you all know. They're like little individual pods, and they have like tiny little grains in there basically that you pour out and use it. So, did we cook? No. We stayed at hotels. There's no cooking. What if I unflipped my camera while I'm showing stuff off? I could, but everything would change. Then I'd point the wrong way. iPad case. A lot of my stuff doesn't have text on it, so it'll be fine. Kirby. Is this not so cute? This little... Oh, and it's got a little star on the zipper. God, it's precious. Oh, it's got extra pockets in there. That's dope. Nintendo Store purchase. I have not, Jaspo. Kabi. Yeah, that's what they would also... They're like, oh, Kabi! Whenever I had my Kirby tank and my earrings and my purse on, and we're like, ah! What activity did I enjoy the most? I'm not good at picking favorites. I can tell you a bunch of things that I really liked. Did you see anything really old from history? Yes. We're gonna do that part of the conversation once we're done showing off the merch, because you all want to merch first. Okay, that's one of the Nintendo Store things. Here is... I'm gonna try to find the Nintendo Store stuff. Let's try to go through that first. Animal Crossing. Is a bot? I was just talking about you, Jimpo. Oh yeah, you were here. You heard. You heard it. Animal Force in Japanese. I know. It's so cute. It's so cute. I love it so much. I love it. It's so cute. We can use it for cooking. I need like a little folding table behind me or something. First cooking stream back, we'll be using Japanese cookware. Yeah, I want to do a... Yes! Yeah, Pick suggested that. I want to do a cooking stream where we make Japanese food. Ooh, okay. More Nintendo things. I have a whole mix of crap in here. I got the baby. I had to. I started, okay. When we walked into our first iteration of the Nintendo Store, we visited the Nintendo Store both in Kyoto and in Tokyo. And the Kyoto one is better. So if anybody's going to Japan at any point soon, prioritize the Kyoto Nintendo Store. It's better. It's bigger. It has more stuff. So I would definitely say go to that one. We liked going to both because the other one that we went to is also right next to the Pokemon Center and right next to the Capcom store and all of that. So that's cool. Did I get the cats any gifts? No, I don't think I did. Not the kittens. We saw a lot of cat stuff though. Thank you, shorts. Thank you. Pokemon. So I got the baby. Love him. I got two of these. This is... Does it have a little... No, it doesn't show in here. This little guy, you can clip to your bag. And inside of his bag is a little folding grocery bag. So you can take this out and it's a little folded grocery bag. Isn't that amazing? It's like the cutest way to carry an extra grocery bag ever. Isn't that cute? Yeah, Chris, Mochi was like nonstop just all over Bird and I for the last like 16 hours. He was like, oh my God, don't ever leave again. Don't leave. You're not leaving, right? You're not leaving? Like he tried to get in the shower with me. He tried to like, he would check on us every hour. He followed Bird around when Bird got up. It was wild. Anyway, so cute. And then I also got like another clippable purse version. It doesn't have a Korok on it, but it's got a little clip in the back. I think you could get one. I think you could get a Korok and clip it to the back. I don't know. I just know that this one's really cute and you can open it up and then just kind of put whatever you want in there. It's just like, it's just a little, how much of the merch was an impulse buy? Most of it, yeah. But I'm happy. I'm I'm happy regardless. I'm just got little things here. Yeah, just like a little pursey thing. Like too big for a coin purse, but like... Oh, this is an actual pocket too. That's cool. Let's see how much I thought through this. I just wanted it. It's amazing. Anyway, little backpacky. Backpacky boy. For my sister, she already knows that I got her these because I FaceTimed her, so I can show you. Storm, thank you for the 8 months. I appreciate it. Thank you. You want to like raise this up a little bit? I don't have to lean down every time. Okay, that's better. So I got her 2 of these little like wine glasses, and then 2 of these. These are so cute. I almost bought them for me. They're little like, well, that looks like it has scratches on it. They're little glasses, they're tumblers, and they have little Navi fairies like all over them, and then like the bottom's really cute and like bright and colorful, and they're adorable. So we got these for her. So this is part of her gift. And I got her some other stuff too, but I'll show you. Dude, the exchange rate's so good in Japan, or for traveling to Japan right now. I mean, they're doing it on purpose. It's so good. Okay. Bird got 2 of these. These are little, like, secret stone pins. So they're little secret stone pins, and it's random which ones you get. I think we got the purple one and the orange one. I can't remember. But these are birds. It's not equal. It's not 100 yen for $1. No, 100 yen is, yeah, like 65 cents, yeah. Yes, basically. Awesome. So you pay 2/3 there what you would pay here. Okay, that was birds. More Nintendo stuff? I need more Nintendo stuff first before I show off Ghibli stuff. Oh, so Bird got me the cooking pot and he got me this for my birthday. It's a little like makeup face wash hairband. And it's so soft and cute. Isn't that cute? It's adorable. Yeah. So cute. Okay, I'm gonna show you the thing now that we're on to like the Nintendo Store stuff. Let me show you. Oh, this is for my sister. This is Bird's. Oh, this was from Tokyo. Bird got a little Pikmin gotcha. He got a little red Pikmin. Okay, Big Sadie. Yeah, really cute game. Yeah. Secret Zones. What's up, Minak? How you doing, Minak Dog? I have one of these for me. I don't think my sister's watching, so it'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. Princess Peach hair clips. It's a Princess Peach crown hair clip. They're so cute. They were sold out in Kyoto. And then they had it at Tokyo, and I was so happy because I really wanted one. So I got one, and I got one for my sister because I thought she would like it. Here's some receipts and stuff. I don't think this matters. I'll put this as like maybe trash. Super short hair, but you still want it, right? Big fan. It's good, right? Isn't it cute? Jonathan, thank you for the year with that Prime Gaming. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Let's go. Thank you very much. Okay, their Pikmin merch, Their Pikmin merch is so fucking cute. Their Pikmin merch, they have a huge selection of Pikmin merch. And not only that, but some of it is gonna be a recycling pile. And they have it themed to different Pikmin types. So they have a baking dish that has fire Pikmin. They have water glasses with water Pikmin. They have, I think a clock had all the Pikmin. I got, that's a gift. I got ice packs, which I will find in here somewhere with ice Pikmin. They had, these are flower vases. You put a little flower in here and it's like a bloomed Pikmin.
Gifted a subscription to
So cute. Ah, Charger would have been really cute. Storm, thank you so much for gifting a tier 3 sub! Yo! That's so nice. Thank you so much, Storm. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here you go. Take that. And this. Isn't that adorable, Leandra? Hello! Welcome, welcome. Showing off all the cute stuff. So cute. One of the things that I saw that I went that I had to buy was this. It's a rug. It's a rug. Like, what? This was like the biggest thing I got. Yo! It's a wing rug. Isn't that amazing? I'm so happy. Anyway. I hope it lasts more than 100 seconds. That's fine. Oh, because of the... So cool. Where am I gonna put it? I don't know. Maybe just in the background of stream. Who cares? Who cares? More Nintendo stuff? Where's the Nintendo stuff? Oh, here. I found some more. Oh, here they are. Oh, here's Bird's other secret. Okay. Ice Pikmin ice packs. Where did the Eddie plushie go? Pix's. She has it. She owns it. Ice Pikmin ice. So cute. Yes, it's Eddie because Pix needed it. Because, you know. Anyway, I'm in love with these. I thought they were adorable, so I had to get them. Then they had these Lon Lon Milk keychains, which, unsurprisingly, I want to try and make into earrings and see if they're too heavy. But aren't they adorable? They're perfect. Uh-huh. They're so cute. They're so cute. Huge fucking earrings. The other thing I want to try to make into earrings, I don't know how I'll do it, because these are not meant to be that at all, is I got 2 of these beautiful Majora's Mask pins, and I've wanted earrings like that look exactly like this for fucking ever. Look a bit big for earrings. I wear big earrings all the time. What are you talking about? We'll see. If they're too big, I'll do whatever. Also, these are gorgeous. I was like, it does just have a pin back. It'll just be huge stuff. No, I don't know what I'll do. I think these are probably going to be too heavy for earrings, but I do have 2 of them. They're fucking dope. So, I did get a lot of Zelda stuff. There's another, where's the other pin? Oh yeah! I got this pin. Oh, and this too. This is also Nintendo Store. So cute. You have the Black Milk Majora hoodie. Oh, nice! I hope you like it. I just got birds in, actually. So. Did you get the Fierce Deity one or a different one? Anyway, this is awesome. It's like a little sailcloth. Owl. What will I use it for? I just love it. Then I also got this from the Nintendo Store. It's a rupee bag. Green on the inside. A little rupee bag. How fucking cute is that? Almost like hold it like a purse or something. I don't know. I just really wanted it. Thank you, Sidriel. I'm showing off all the stuff I got. I need like a table to show it all. Right now, that's the only one you can see. I've been putting it on the floor. Too much stuff. Okay. Oh, I also got this. Oh, here's the clip. Here's the clip I got. Here's like the one that I have that I've been using. So cute. I also got a Kirby washcloth because they use washcloths there all the time. Washcloths are really handy when you're in Japan because they don't have. It's very rare for them to have paper towels in bathrooms. And uncommon, but you'll see them sometimes. They'll have like hand dryers. They might have one hand dryer in a big public bathroom and that's like it. Most people just walk out and either have a washcloth or they've just wiped their hands like on their clothes or something. So I got this. I will answer keep all the questions you've been asking, Money, and ask me again as soon as we're done showing off this stuff. And I'll answer all the questions. Because it'll be easier if I just stay on track. A bag full of like plastic resin rupees. You can get those on like Etsy. But yeah, this is a super cute little washcloth. So I used that a lot. That's why it's all folded. I was using it constantly. And when we went to the Pokemon Center, I got these. I'll show off these. This is something I already owned. Part of a purse. Okay, the Pokemon Center, I really just got two things for myself. How's Japanese Disneyland? I would love to answer all your questions once I'm done showing off merch so that we can like talk about it more in depth. You all said you want to merch first. So if I start answering those questions now, we'll just be talking about everything. So I loved these. I bought them. They have a lot of hair clips like this. They don't have a ton of earrings because a lot of people don't have their ears pierced. So a lot of the earrings they do have are clip-ons, which is interesting. So if you have your ears pierced and you really want stuff like earrings there, it's going to be harder for you to find. Like they're around, they're just not as common. We were in the Square Enix cafe just looking around and we saw these cute little music boxes and Genpo just decided to buy one for me, which was very nice. No questions, please, in the title. No, it's fine. I want you to ask those questions. I just don't want to answer them yet. Did I turn this off? Oh no. But Jempo got me a little Final Fantasy X, the music box. And it plays. It's Xanarkand. Isn't that cute? It's super cute. They did have Tifa dolls. They did not have life-size Tifa dolls, but you know. Yeah. Isn't that cute? I'm gonna put that to the side and just let it play itself out. Okay. Here's another thing I got. I feel like I may have one or two more Nintendo things, but I can't think of them, or I don't see them yet. Did I play Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy X first back in the day? Probably Kingdom Hearts. I can't remember. Yo, Van Dyke. Yay, thank you. Yeah, the music boxes are cute. Have a good one. When we were in Hakone, we stopped by this woodworking store and they made a lot of really beautiful stuff, but in terms of things that were like affordable that I wanted, I got these really, really pretty, these are chopstick rests. Look at these chopstick rests. They're so pretty. They're gorgeous. Little handmade, beautiful wood chopstick rests. I was there for 2 weeks, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no life-size Tifa doll that I saw. Just a cute little baby one. I did see like a large Ariel body pillow. It was very silly. Oh my god, it's still playing. Okay, I think it's time to move into the Ghibli and Disney stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this was in Okinawa too, actually. There was like a random, we were like passing through some street markets in Naha, which is the biggest city in Okinawa. And one of them were like, come try rice with this rice seasoning on it. And I'm like, yo, I love rice seasoning, so I got this seasoning. And it's just got a bunch of like random shit in it, and it tasted really good, so I bought it because, yeah, it's like a lot of sesame stuff, a little bit of heat. I think there's a little bit of probably seaweed mixed in there. I don't know, it was good. It's so good, yeah. Making my little pile on the ground. Jiburi. That's how they say it. Jiburi. Did I get stopped by customs? Nope. They didn't give a shit. Honestly, coming home, they didn't care. They don't care. They don't fucking care. Jiburi. Okay, so when we went to the Ghibli Park, as I like to say it, it was really cool. It's mostly a park, and we'll talk more about it after, but I did get a bunch of merch from there. The one thing that I couldn't get because it sold out early that morning, and I'm so sad about it, was like a life-size plushie of Heen. And Heen is the dog with the weird little duck feet that walks around in Howl's Moving Castle. For anybody who's seen it but wouldn't know just the name. So they had this adorable life-size Heen plushie that everybody was holding. Like, anybody who bought it was like holding it, just like fucking Sophie does when she's trying to drag him up the stairs. You just were like hugging him all around the park. And by the end of the day, when I knew that it was sold out, because I asked both of the shops that would have sold him, and they're like, no, sorry. I almost cried, and I almost just literally fucking stole one from somebody because I was so sad. And then Bird's like, it's okay, we'll find you one. And I'm like, they're so expensive on fucking eBay. I didn't. Of course, I'm not actually going to steal from somebody, but I was really sad and I really wanted one. So if anybody's going to the Ghibli Park at any point, please look for me. The stuff I did buy, though, is awesome, and I'm excited to show it to you. I got both. Sans and Ashitaka's hats. You're watching Bird. Which plushie did I want? It's a life-size Heen, the dog from House Moving Castle. How do I open this one? Oh, I see it. Looks so soft. Yeah, so I got a little bit of Mononoke merch. This is Ashitaka's here. And this one's more like a towel. The custom doesn't give a shit as much as Canadian customs. Check the passport. They ask, no, so they'll ask how long you were there, what you were doing while you were there, and what kind of stuff you're bringing back. But they didn't even give us custom forms to fill out. Hi, Epic Playa. Yeah, I'm showing off all my stuff. This is your favorite movie? Oh my god. It's a good one. Very solid film. Pile. I'll have a Ghibli pile, a Nintendo pile, or gaming pile maybe, and then a Disney pile. Oh, that's cool. So the Ashitaka hat goes on like this, and then you can close it. Is that the creature from? No, Money. These are from Studio Ghibli films. Talking about, this is all the stuff I got from the park, the Ghibli park. So here's Ashitaka's hat, which is cool. It's like literally like a towel. So that was dope. So that could be an easy costume idea thing for Bird and I. Cool. This is Disney. This is a gift. Then I got a new coin purse, which I used like half the trip, and I'm absolutely in love with it. It is a calcifer coin purse with a spoon as the zipper because it's calcifer breakfast. It's got Howl's door thing. Has the little pulley because you put your Suica card. You can like put your Suica card in the back and just scan it. So you just pull it out and scan it. And then on the back, you have Howl actually cooking breakfast. It's amazing. I love it. And I still have my coins in here, actually. So I still have a little bit of yen left that I wanted to keep, and a bunch of coins that I'm also going to be keeping. Okay. It's so cute. What is that? It's a coin purse. They use coin purses there a lot. Coin purses are very common. Really smuggled an Amigo meat product. Did you? Oh, a Fammy Chickie. That's great. I also, from Mononoke, got a pair of Yakul ears because Yakul's very cute. And I saw somebody walking around with these on, and I thought they were adorable, so I got some. And it's got the Kodama on it. Coin purse and a ruby purse. Uh-huh. Yeah, cool. Now I can do like a whole parade of Mononoke characters. So I love those. How was Japan? So good. We're gonna talk more about the details of the trip in a few minutes. I'm just showing off like the huge pile of merch I got. So what you've seen, yay! Then I got 2 of the coolest carabiners I think I've ever seen in my life. Carabiners. These are fucking carabiners. How cool are these? How silly. Aren't they great? Will you show your video, Japan? Yeah, I'm gonna make stuff. Most of it was on my Instagram stories, but what are those? They're carabiners. Like you know, you clip stuff. How much weight can they hold? I don't know. A water bottle at least, which is what I would probably use them for. I'm worried that they'll get scratched, like the color will get scratched off of them, but I love them. No, do not climb with these. Yeah, don't climb with these, but they also don't lock. They're not like smart locking. Don't climb with these, but aren't they cool? These are two of my favorite characters from Ghibli films, period. The robots from Castle in the Sky, I'm obsessed with, and then I love No Face. Love them. Then I got... Okay. These are like Howl's Moving Castle Calcifer Gotcha rings. So there's a couple different types you can get. So I haven't opened them yet, but they're different little silly Calcifer rings. And I'm gonna probably give one to my sister, and then we can open them together. Most of the videos that I took for Japan were all in vertical, so I could at least post them on socials. So I think I'll probably just do a number of like short things there, or I could do a side-by-side of me talking and videos playing if I wanted to do like a vlog. Yeah. Any Hollow Knight stuff? No. We did pass a fan gamer though. There was a store that had fan gamer stuff. Anyway, these are... Oh yeah. Then I got more Calcifer stuff and Howl stuff. Because I'm an addict. Bird got stuff at the Nintendo store, and that was almost everything he bought. Calcifer is the... It's with 2 C's, but it doesn't really matter. I got Calcifer earrings with little booty wiggles. Aren't they so cute? Yeah, we went to the museum and the park. So this is all stuff from the park. I only got a couple things from the museum. But I did get a couple things from the museum. The museum's very cool. Yeah, and then I got these, which are also from Howl's. How fucking cool are these? It's the, like, actual spirits. These are so dope. These are, like, incredibly obvious if you know the movie well. But if you don't, or you've only seen the movie, like, once or twice, you may not recognize them for what they are. So I feel like only, you know people will recognize these. The museum and the park are in 2 totally different places. Yeah, I'll talk about that after. 2 separate things you book, 2 different places, very different. You don't know those ones? If you've seen Howl's Moving Castle, you have seen them. But, yeah, they're just not as obvious. I also got Howl's rings. So, they had like bigger, more expensive ones, but this is like a cheap set. So, and this one's smaller because as it's getting smaller over time for, yeah. Yes, a museum and a park. We will talk about it. This is in the Valley of Witches. This is all, again, stuff from the park. Are they the creatures there that were with the magician? No. They're when Howl was little and he was making a pact with Calcifer. They're the little dudes that like fall down from the sky. The actual little spirits, like the demons that fall down from the sky, or spirits, or whatever you want to call them. So, Howl's ring. Here's another Nintendo store thing. This is a mirror. I knew I would find more Nintendo stuff. Into the Nintendo pile. Oh, here's my other Nintendo thing. Here we go. One more stuff. Watch the movie again? You should. It's good. Here's another Nintendo store thing I got. This one's really cute. Which Zelda is that hard? I think it's... I don't know. It looks relatively simple. It looks kind of Ocarina of Time-esque. but I can't be sure. I did get another mug. Do I need more mugs? No. Did I buy one? Yes, it's got Koroks on it. Not only does it have Koroks on it, it's got a Korok in it. I didn't know that until I was about to purchase it, and they take out every glass thing that you're ever gonna buy and have you check over it to make sure that it's in good shape. So like glass and breakable things like ceramics and all of that. How fucking cute. Yeah, haha. Last Loves, thank you so much for the 9 months. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Godin. How you doing? This is so cute. Hey, Mel. Mel. Come say hi. No. We're not going anywhere, buddy. You want a stretchy, maybe? Maybe you'll stretch. Oh. You don't want to stretch. Okay. He's like, no, not right now. That's Disney stuff. Okay, found another thing from the Ghibli park. Did I get the cat anything? No. Hey, meow. Almost sniffing around. Okay. Another thing I got. It's a calcifer coaster. What's up, J. Rodimus? How you doing? Little calcifer coaster. So cute. Adorable. I love it. I'll probably put it here in my office, actually. Here are the bags from the Ghibli park. Here's like one of the signs you can get at the park. This one is the Valley of Witches. This is from the Valley of Witches, so I might put my sister's stuff in here. Is this gorgeous? This print? Witch Coven 13. Receipts and things. I have some Nintendo bags. This is Disney stuff. Okay. And I think, oh, this is Bird's phone case that didn't fit his phone, so I might have to cut this bigger. But it's a rock Pikmin breaking through the phone case. How fucking cute is that? I told you, all the Pikmin stuff is so cute. Yeah, he was really excited about the Pikmin stuff. Okay, I have a new pair of slippers. Oh yeah! I have a new pair of slippers to compete with the Kirby ones for GDQ. Are you ready to see them? They're so cute. These are from the Capcom store. Okay, that's it. These are from the Capcom store. It's Ami. It's Ami. They did have Ace Attorney stuff. Yeah, they did. They did. It was really cute. And they had Resident Evil stuff, and they had Monster Hunter. But they had an Okami section, and I was so excited. Damn, thank you so much for the 27 months. I appreciate it. They did have, yes, they did have Street Fighter stuff. But I saw the Okami section, and I was really excited. And it even has our little flea friend. Aren't they so cute? They're so cute. Yeah. Momo. Okay. That's basically it for this bag. It's just only the bags are in there. Oh wait, here's the other pen. Okay, that's one. Here's the other Majora's Mask pen. I'll get this one out. What was my favorite part? We'll talk about that after. I also am very bad at picking favorites, so I'll just talk about everything. It was so good, though. Here's the other Majora's Mask pen. Okay, so we showed off. Is that all the Ghibli stuff? No, it's not. There's no way. We showed off most of the Ghibli stuff, all of the gaming stuff. This has... These are gifts. This is from the Ghibli Museum. I also got this really pretty hairpin. It just sits like this. It's so pretty. Oh, this one's flipped inside out, actually. There we go. Very pretty. Favorite food? Probably the ramen, but they had some really good waffles there, too. This is a gift. Sorry, I can't show off some of my gifts. This is a gift. This should not be. This is not from the Ghibli Museum, but I found it in a random store. And oh my god, I'm obsessed with it. Fun hairstyle one day. French toast, pancakes, or waffles. I like pancakes and waffles. It just depends on the type or what I'm in the mood for. I like a good like chocolate chip waffle. Or chocolate chip pancake. There's these really good like cinnamon chip pancakes, but I just like a good Belgian waffle with syrup and maybe a little butter. Look at this keychain. It's like the stupidest keychain ever. Look, it's like these like poorly drawn Kirby's with like, and they move. And it's really stupid, and I love how stupid they look. I love them. They're so cute. I know, I'm obsessed with it. This is a Hat in Time. Yeah. It's like Bird's favorite Hat in Time song. Anything Pokemon? Yeah. I got some Ditto stuff. I'll take a picture of everything as well and post all my stuff together. Yeah. Okay, anything else? Oh yeah, the Ghibli Museum stuff I was showing off. Oh, these are just treats I got at like a train station or something. They have little like cookies with chocolatey stuff filling inside, so woohoo. How does one mess up drawing Kirby? I think it's on purpose. It's so good. They're so good. Oh, and these I got from this like fish. It's like this art aquarium installation thing. They're these really pretty little like goldfish earrings. Very pretty. I like them a lot. Only a couple things were not like gaming or Ghibli or Disney. I did try sushi. If you all followed along on my Instagram stories, you would have seen it. Like good sushi? Yes. We went to an, oh, I got another, I forgot how many washcloths I bought. We went to an, what's it called? Omakase? Yeah, we went to an omakase. I wanted to make sure I said it right. Yes. Okay, I got a really cute washcloth from the Ghibli Museum. It's basically just the outside of the building on a washcloth. Japanese style fluffy pancakes. We had mini versions of them. Yeah, one of our hotels served those. Oh yeah. Sorry, this is heavy. I got a heavy book in here. Yeah. I mean, they should already know that I got that gift for them, but... Can you pay with your phone easily? Not at all places. But in, like, big stores, yeah, you can use Apple Pay. Sometimes they have PayPay, though, or they don't have... Where's the Ghibli Museum? It's on the west side of Tokyo. The park is in a place called Aichi, which is outside of the city of Nagoya. Okay. I'm obsessed with this. Only the people who have seen Nausicaa and the Valley of the Wind will get it. Just so you know. But if you have seen the movie and you like it, I got an ohm. And not only is it an ohm, it is metal and it is articulated. All of these little pieces are attached separately. And it's little, like, front thingies. Little front feety army thingies. It's so cool. It's a perfect little ohm. They had ones with red eyes as well, but I didn't want an angry ohm. I wanted a happy ohm. So I got a happy little ohm, and I'm like so thrilled. I love that movie. It's so good. It's a really cool piece. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's from Nausicaa. If you've seen Nausicaa, you would get it right away. Because it's a very, very prevalent creature. Extremely prevalent creature. Yeah. Aside from Nausicaa. It's like, yeah. Anyway. It's so cool. Did they have Boy in the Hair and stuff? They did, actually. Yeah. They did. They had some plushies and some other art. And they had a little nod to it at the park. And a special exhibit room at the museum with concept frames. Yeah, that was the newest one. Did I get any? No. It's not in my top favorites for me to be like, oh my god, over stuff. Yeah. If you saw an IRL version of this, these, in the movie, these are like, how big would I say they are? A person would be like this tall compared to one. A person is like a little bit taller than one of their little blue eyes. Like, these are massive creatures. These are like bigger than elephants. You should watch this one. It's good. Very good movie. Highly recommend. I think that was the last. Oh, look at this. Musée d'Archives. Museum of Art. I might put it on top. Keep that back. Okay. These are gifts. Okay. We're on the last section of stuff, and then we can actually talk about the trip, and then we can play some T2ID. So we went to Disney, and I got Disney stuff. This is my third washcloth I bought. It's a really cute Mickey Mouse one. And on the back, like, it opens up and it has this pattern. Okay. I got this. This is a soap dispenser. But the reason why I bought this is because the top looks like this, and you push down, and when you lift your hand up, you get this shape in your hand. It's a little Mickey shape in your hand. So you press down and you get a little Mickey pod. The one problem with this is that why so many washcloths? Because they use them all the time in Japan. There's so few, there's like basically no paper towels. And there's very few hand dryers, or even if they have them, there's only like one, and they're not very good. So people use washcloths all the time, and I think it's genius, so I'm going to start doing it at home, like keeping a washcloth in a purse. And then I don't use paper towels as much, and that's better for the environment. And I'll just have my little washcloth. So I got this hand soap, but I brought it through security, and I got stopped, and they're like, hand soap. And I was like, oh shit, can I just dump out the soap and keep the thing? And they're like, yeah, sure. So I had to dump it. Tokyo Disney. Yes, Japan has 2 Disney parks that are right next to each other. Tokyo Disneyland and Tokyo Disney Sea. And we'll talk about it. So anyway, this soap gives you a little, like, Mickey thing. Super cute. I got a really cute set of spoons. They're little Pooh Bear ones. It says Pooh's Dreams. They're little teaspoons for tea, all the tea that I drank. Yeah, I've got stories ready to go. And then I got a really cute set of chopsticks. These are nice because they feel like weighty and nice to clean. I saw chopsticks everywhere, but I got these because of like the quality that I saw in them. And that it's a nice set of 4. And they just have like subtle little Mickey outlines in them, but they're like, it's like a really cute set. So, yay. I love these. They're little Pooh Bear glasses, and they're the best. And I did a Pooh Bear look, and so when I saw these in the store, even have little, like, actual little Pooh Bear faces. You can kind of see it in the reflection of the light. Yeah. They're so cute. So I had a Pooh Bear look already organized. So it was perfect. So when I wore them, it all fit together. You thought they were Mickey ears? No. These are Mickey ears. What are the foods you tried at Disney? Oh, we'll talk about it. Yes, I did have sea salt ice cream. Hi, Ria. Oh, I miss y'all too. It was very sweet. Happy to be back and showing off merch. We're almost done with the merch section, and then I want to answer all of your questions. Oh my god, I'm so obsessed with these. Saints and Nukes both have pairs of sunglasses that are kind of like this, and so I've always wanted some, but I never found good ones. And then Tokyo Disney has a ton of them, and people were wearing them everywhere. And I love them. They're little, like, Pick says it reminds her of little bug eyes, and I don't give a shit. You get everything brought back? I did. I traveled with all the stuff home. I did. These are so stupid, and I love them. I love them. At Disney, nobody will think of them as, well, not many people would think of them as spiders. They'll just be like, oh my god, Mickey. So I got those two pairs of sunglasses. Oh yeah! I also got this from the Ghibli Museum, and I have more to show off than just the book itself. But the cover of the book is the story of this art is a short that they show exclusively at the museum. So they have a couple of shorts that they will show at the museum. And it's got this beautiful embossed art from one of the short that we got to see when we were there. Really cool. Very interesting short. And there's some stuff in it that I'm going to show off. But we can do that later when we talk about it. Oh my god, I got a 4th washcloth? No, this is a gift. Just kidding. Shh, you didn't hear that. I kept getting stickers from people, like employees, cast members, because they liked my outfits. How do I have the energy? Well, I had a really, really weird sleep schedule last night, and I'm gonna pass the fuck out after stream. Haha, you're what? Perfect. Exactly. Tangled keychain. The lantern. It's a tangled lantern. And it does turn on. Isn't that adorable? I don't get keychains much, but I got a couple keychains this trip. It's so cute. It's so cute. Speaking of Tangled, the ride was really cute. And they had this purse. I love this movie, by the way. I'm like super, super into Tangled, so big W for me when I saw this. Very, very excited. Oh, it's just got a little like, okay. Pants merch is good, what can I say? So next time I'm doing Disney Princesses. This one will be a good one. This is way long. Oh, this has stuff on it too. It's got the little like flowers and that's so cute. That's really cute. Look. So cute. Anyway, love this. Yes! They need to bring the Tangled ride to the US park. Definitely Disney World. These are little hair clips. They're little Mickey hair clips. How fucking cute are these? Like tiny claw clips. They're like little half updos and stuff. Tangled and Frozen rides. We could only get the Tangled one, so we didn't get to do the Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, or Frozen rides, which is a bummer, but we wouldn't have had time anyway. I needed more time in those parks, like, oh my god. Anyway, adorable. That version of Rapunzel has the same personality as you. Oh, you haven't seen it? Or you just don't think about it that way? Oh, the next thing was... So, oh, you've seen it, okay. So, Tokyo, I don't know, Japan loves, like, Winnie the Pooh. They're, like, having a huge celebration for Donald. And they love Baymax. They love Baymax. But so do I. I also love Baymax. And this is a fucking rice scoop with a Baymax holder. I was like, okay, I need this. I need it. This has to go in my kitchen. I absolutely need this. The little thing that holds the rice paddle on my rice cooker fell off years ago. This is so cute. It's so cute. They had a lot of Baymax stuff. I love it. This is a gift. Okay. We're almost at the end. I got a cute little Fantasy Springs pin because it's really pretty. And then I got 2 more things. One she wrapped very well. Okay, I bought another mug. I have a problem. Am I gonna use my old scoop? The rice scoop itself will leave a gap? What do you mean? I have like 4 scoops. If one's dirty, I'll just put another one in there. Yeah, it's heart-shaped. Oh, I see what you mean by this scoop will leave a gap. No, it should be fine. Still gonna get the rice out. Recycling. It was really hard. I couldn't resist. It's very rare for me to buy a mug at Disney. What does that mean? Why does it say it's not okay, but it's okay? I'll have to look that up. It's a Winnie the Pooh mug, and it's really, really cute. The little, like, shiny balloons. Pooh's Blustery Day. So cute. Pressed coins. I think there may have been a spot where they were doing that, actually. Yeah, I know. The glaze is really cute. Oh, the whole mug. It makes me, I'm like, okay, I need to get rid of mugs now. So I got 2 more and I don't have any room. Last thing I got, I've seen before. There's one thing that I couldn't find at the Disney store and I was really upset. Because it's just sold out everywhere, and it's the Rapunzel LED lamp that's like, it looks like it's like bronze, like gold, and it like curves over and has a hanging lantern with a little Pascal hanging from the lantern. And I couldn't find it, and I'm really sad, but what I did get was this popcorn bucket that I've seen online that people were excited about. And the best part about it, it is Peter Pan themed. It's gorgeous. Fucking popcorn bucket? Like what? All 4 sides. Popcorn buckets are so cool, especially here. And it lights up. I think there's still a little bit of old popcorn in there, but... Hi, Shay! This is like the last thing I bought. You came in right at the end of like the merch show-off section. How cool is that? that little light up. And this side just has the clock. And then this side has the clock with the characters. It's so cute. Okay. You know, my Disney section isn't as big as I thought. That's all receipts. And then here's my bag. Yeah. Okay. So we have the Disney section, the Ghibli section, the rug, the big gaming section, which you can't really see. Yeah. That's it. That's what I got. Alright, sit back down. Okay. So that's all the merch that I got. I will take some pictures of it all. And then I do have my pile of gifts. So I do feel good about that. So I felt like I was like, oh my god, I'm buying so much stuff. And I'm like, okay, it's okay. I'm getting stuff for people, stuff that I love and stuff that I'll use. I should put this over here. My tiny little pile of like not gaming or Disney or Ghibli stuff. So funny. Okay, cool. That's my stuff! Looks like a Christmas morning. Seriously. I have a fuzz? I do. Thank you. That's really soft. Maybe that's from the... That's from the Mononoke mask that I wore. The headpiece. Okay. Christmas from Japan stuff! Okay. So... As I looked for merch for you, I only found literally one thing. I asked in several places on Akihabara. We looked in some, one thing. We looked in like 3 or 4 anime stores. It was wildly small to find even a section. Even when they had a whole like BL floors of, anyway, it was silly. But I did find one thing. We never went. Did I go to 7-Eleven? Yeah. They're not current. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. So, during the trip, should we answer questions first? Let me show off this one thing, and then I want to go through all your questions. I can't. Yeah. So in this book, one of the reasons I bought this is because Bird also got a book. He got like a Zelda journal. And he got a handful of things too. I'm sure he'd be happy to show off. And Pix also brought her one of her drawing books, and in that we got train stamps. So you can go to different like metro stations, and a lot of them will have stamps you can get. So I only got a few, but here's my little train stamp collection. Isn't that cool? Yeah. So they're just like out and about. So we just slapped on the stamps. So that's what I got in this book. The other thing that I have in there is in Tokyo, we went by the Sensoji Temple. And this is the only time I drew a fortune. And our tour guide, we did have a tour for that section. It was like just 2 hours. She was saying like, this is one of the hardest temples to get the best type of fortune at. So we all did it because Cade was like, I'm going to get the worst fortune. He got average. Hicks got a good fortune and Bird got a good fortune. And I drew mine. And I got an excellent fortune. I got the best one you can get. And I was really excited about that. And, yeah. It's just, it includes, like, getting success in life and wealth. You are real busy and prosperous. And I'm like, let's fucking go. Okay, good. So that made me feel, because I'm very trepidatious about wanting to do the voice acting stuff and all of that. So so that made me feel good to have that. So I'm keeping it in this little book. Yeah, so that's why I wanted to show this off now. Put it in my Ghibli pile. But then I'll make sure to take that to Europe and see if there's any kind of thing I can put in there later this year. So, I did. What's up? Oh my god, you have a little Minecraft pickaxe. Oh, that's so cool. Can we still get those? Pictures. Okay. So I started to talk about Okinawa, and then we went and did merch stuff. So, Minecraft mentioned? Yes, that should start up. Set that up. We're about to start with an ad. So if you have any Prime subs you want to toss in there, let me know, because otherwise you'll have to see the ad. Also, our subs are very, very, very low, which I knew they would be, but it was lower than I thought they would be, so that was a bummer. What are you gonna do? We're gonna do a birthday celebration in a couple days, and you know, we'll have like an incentive or two that day. So trip was really cool. Again, I am sad being home. Bird was excited to like get back and get on. He's like, I'm excited to get some work done and to stream and like get back in my own bed, and you know, there's some stuff I miss that you can't blah blah blah. And I'm like, I'm sad. Like streaming will be good, and yeah, I agree, being in our own bed is good. But yeah, it's really cool there. It's really nice. I had a good time. So, where to begin? I'll just start talking about the trip. Feel free to ask all the questions you were asking earlier. Now's the best time to post them, and I will go through them one at a time. If you asked questions earlier, like what did you eat or favorite whatever, I don't know, ask now. Put in chat now. In the meantime, I will just chat about the adventure. Okinawa was our first stop. After that, we flew up to Kyoto. What? Just type out your questions in chat that you want to ask, or that you may have posted in chat earlier. Just ask it again. Okay. We went to Okinawa first, and then we flew up to Kyoto, and then we had a travel day where we went through Aichi for the Ghibli Park, and then we went to Hakone for our ryokan stay, and then we went to Tokyo for like almost a week. So that was our trip. It's being silly. Okay. How much of a unicorn did you feel like? I know people looked at me in cities when I walked around. I didn't care. Like, it was fine because I'm used to it. The biggest day that I felt like a unicorn was at Disney Sea, because they have a Little Mermaid section, and I did a Little Mermaid Disney bound. I did an Ariel Disney bound and posed for pictures in front of that area, and people were like stopping and watching. And I had like a handful of people, like one every once in a while. There was no line. I wouldn't have let that happen. But every once in a while, somebody would walk up and ask to take a picture with me. Like, they knew I wasn't actually Ariel. Like, nobody was confusing me with like a cast member. But they still were like, oh my God, so pretty. You look like Ariel. Can I get a picture? And I'd be like, okay. So that was actually really cute. Yeah. Favorite food you tried? Oh, Tan ramen. It's so good. They also had some really good waffles. But yeah, I found a new type of ramen that I like. Tan ramen. So good. There was also this one Korean place we went to that had this like Korean. First, I tried their kimchi rice, and I did not like it, so I was upset. But then Cade was so obsessed with their, like, sweet and spicy coated chicken fried bites or whatever the fuck it was with some, like, mozzarella cheese on it, that I was like, I'm gonna order that because I'm sad that I didn't like my meal, and I got it, and it was really good. So, yeah. So those were, I would say, a few of my favorites. How much of a oh wait, I saw that one. Sounds good, Fizz. How did things work with the language barrier? Every once in a while, like, we had like a handful of tours overall, and they helped with stuff. Otherwise, it's not that bad. If you have a language, if a language barrier appeared, like a lot of times pointing, showing numbers, stuff like that was easy enough. Google Maps helped us get around, no problem. Or we would take a car and you would just show them the address. On Google, it'll show the address in English and in Japanese. So they'd be like, cool, gotcha. We learned some very basic phrases, so we were able to be culturally respectful. People say sumimasen all the time, everywhere. Sumimasen and arigatou gozaimasu. Everywhere. So if you use those two phrases, that is going to be very helpful. So I'd be like, hello, konnichiwa. And I'd be like, question or whatever. We would occasionally order things in Japanese because we could be like, mizu kudasai. And like order water or be like, this one kudasai. And be like, arigatou gozaimasu. But if I would just like occasionally be like, wakarimashita, arigatou gozaimasu, they'd be like, good Japanese. I'd be like, thank you. Wakarimashita means I understand, or understood, technically. They're very polite. Yeah, they're saying, oh, thank you so much, all the time, constantly, to everything. It's just one after another. Yeah, and sumimasen. You can say gomenasai if you're like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I did not, Tiara. But yeah, so with the language barrier, otherwise, I just used like Google Translate or the Say Hi Translate, and those worked pretty well. I even had somebody trim my bangs for me while I was there, and he did a pretty good job, and he spoke no English. So we just were using Translator back and forth, and we made it work. How many embarrassing stories did Jimpo tell? None? No, they were, she was good. Oh, Dangers, thank you for the raid. We're doing Japan talk. What merch could I show you that you'd be excited about? I have a ton of Nintendo Store stuff. Ghibli stuff, Disney stuff. Yeah. Oh, maybe you'd like this one because Mario. It's a Princess Peach claw clip. Isn't that fucking cute? So cute. Japan was so good. We're talking about it now. Do you have questions? I'm answering questions first, and then I'm going to go through like the kind of step by step. And then we're going to play TTYD if we have time. I have a lot of gaming shit that I bought. So, yeah. Dangers, you're great. Can we get a shout out for Dangers? How was stream? What were you doing today? Yeah, so good. So good. Yes, so the Say Hi app was helpful. It often worked better, I think, in translating than Google Translate did, so, yeah. Did I get a beef bowl? I did not. Hi, what's up, friends? How far did I make it in TTYD? We beat Chapter 6. And started Chapter 7. So we made it to the space station in Chapter 7. But I'm going to go back into the pit now. I guess I have to leave first. Oh, shit. I don't know how to get off the moon. We're going to have to do like half of Chapter 7. And then I'll be able to leave. No, we didn't try Persona food. No. I mean, maybe the stuff that they would sell in the game. Sure. The usual, but I'm going to try Ori tomorrow for the first time. Oh, nice. The first one. I like Ori 2 better. I think it's good. I think Ori 2 takes notes from successful things in Hollow Knight and incorporates it, and it makes it better. So the first one's good, and then I would highly recommend also playing the second one. But yeah. Thank you, Carl. I appreciate it. Yay, 13 months. Thank you. Let's go. Okay, more questions. There were a ton of questions earlier. Where'd you all go with your questions? What food was at Disney? We tried these. I got this one ice cream that was like, it was a sea salt ice cream, but it was in a little like soft cone-like material. So the ice cream was completely encased in what looked like a little shell because it was in the It was in the Little Mermaid area. And it was sea salt ice cream, but it was so light on the sea salt that it just tasted pretty sweet. And it had this like little berry something on the top of it as well. Like, or on the top of the ice cream in the shell. And it was really good. But it was not like Kingdom Hearts sea salt ice cream. The Square Enix Cafe was not selling that at the time. They were all about Final Fantasy 14, so. I did have okonomiyaki. I did. We had some in Okinawa. It's all right. What did I think of the high-tech toilets? That's right. Somebody asked that earlier. Cost of Disney compared to here. It was like $64, maybe $70 for a one park visit. Here, a one-day ticket to a park at Disney World is like $140. It was half the price. What? Exactly. So for the toilets, by the way, when you sit down and you use the toilet, you're like, huh? And I was like, okay, I'll use bidets. I'm finally gonna try bidet. I was scared. I have a video of Bird through the door trying a bidet for the first time, and it's so funny. It's weird. Bidets are weird. My favorite thing about Japanese toilets is the heated seats. So nice. Something I find really funny about Japanese toilets is that in a lot of public bathrooms, they did this everywhere in Disney public bathrooms, and I've seen it in a few other places like airports and stuff. They have a privacy thing where on the wall is a little privacy speaker that you can turn on and off, and it'll turn on automatically when you sit down on the toilet, and it just plays running water sounds. And it's so unnecessary, but it's like, oh, that's so nice. So cute. And then the bidet options are fucking, they're fine. You still use toilet paper. It's okay. Hey, listen, for the men watching right now, I don't care if this is TMI, but for those who go through periods, it's kind of nice to have a bidet for that. I would say that was probably more helpful than like, yeah, anyway. So yeah, bidets are fine. I liked the heated seat part the best. Appearances are very important even when pooping. Yeah. I did try a bite of takoyaki. It's not for me because I don't do squishy very well. You get active duty pricing, right? God. A big part of that is the exchange rate, not the cost. Yes. That's true. It's so good. It's not goofy to go to Disney when visiting a foreign country. You can, because they're very different. The parks are quite different. And like the merch is different and better overall. Even though it's less than you would find at like Disney World, the quality is pretty nice and it's got a totally different vibe. The people there are cool too. When we went to Tokyo Disneyland, not only is the Beauty and the Beast ride fucking dope, it's so good. We did Haunted Mansion. It's very similar to the Disney World one, but when we got on the elevator, usually at Disney World, people are so blasé about it. They're like talking or whispering while the stretching room is going on, right? But at Tokyo Disneyland, it was like pretty quiet, and I heard audible gasps when the stretching room started. And I was like, that's so cute. I never get to hear people being impressed by it. It's so nice. You bring your own TP. I will say again, having a washcloth to dry your hands for Japan bathrooms, because they don't like to include paper towels ever. I saw it in like maybe 2 or 3 bathrooms, maybe. And most of those tended to be like fancy hotel bathroom or something. And then they have like 1 hand dryer. I would recommend bringing a washcloth and keeping it in your purse or your pocket or your bag or whatever. Yeah, the front option, it doesn't hit you in the front. You have to lean. The bidet options, they're higher up than you would think. Maybe I'm just short as fuck. I don't know. Or I just don't lean forward when I just sit up. Anyway. Disney in Japan is cool. Tokyo Disney Sea is a very different but very nice Disney experience. It's really cool. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. We did the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea ride. it has an unexpected progression. It was cool. It was cool. Kind of like, if I had to compare it to the vibe you would get from a different ride, it would be like Test Track. Cool. If you talk to others all in the bathroom, then you're crazy. No, you're not. Women talk to each other in the bathroom. Just because men don't do it. We've had this conversation. Women talk to each other in the bathroom. Seems like a little bit less so in Japan, but here in the US, oh yeah. We're not just sitting there chatting away all the time, but we're not afraid to talk to each other. Any tempura? A little bit. Not a ton. We did get a lot of ramen. We had some soba. Soba's good. Happy Pride Month, yeah. Sorry if I missed the beginning of stream, so you're probably into this a bunch, but overall, was Japan lovely and amazing? Yes, I was so sad to come home. What's the stretching room? When you go into the Haunted Mansion at Disney, the first thing that you go inside the building, and then a bunch of you all cram into this room, and the doors close behind you, and it just looks like walls and a ceiling, and it looks like there's no windows and no doors, and this like creepy dude voice comes on, and he talks about the room that you're in, and then you see the ceiling start to rise. Or if you're at Disneyland, the floor starts to go down, and the room looks like it's actually stretching. Because it is. The room stretches. It just depends on where you're at, whether you're going down or the room's going up. Because Disneyland didn't have enough room, so they actually built it to go down. So it stretches. And then you see these portraits that are like hanging on the wall, and the portraits stretch. And it shows more stuff. So there's like a girl with a little umbrella, but then as it stretches out, she's on a tightrope, and then it keeps stretching, and the tightrope is over like a crocodile pit. Or there's like a nice woman sitting, and she's sitting on a grave, and then the grave is like dudes that it looks like she would have murdered. She's like holding an axe. It's awesome. And then at the end, it's like, so this only leaves you with one question: how to find a way out? Of course, there's always my way. And the voice does that, and then he goes, ha 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 ha, and he laughs, and the lights go out, and it like does a lightning strike, and you can see through the ceiling, and you see like a body hanging from the ceiling. So it was cool to like have people gasp over the actual progression of the elevator, the stretching room. It was great. Yeah, I'm excited for GDQ and getting back to T2ID and all that stuff. It's just, I came back, and the airport in the US just felt suddenly like way dirtier, and nobody cared, and there was not much order to things, and it was sad. Also, the hotels we stayed in were pretty nice. Which visit number was this? Wait, for what, Jazzbo? I am short. Yeah. Yes, that's true, Lexi. Actually, that's a good point. I learned from anime that everyone carries a handkerchief for drying their hands. Up until about 10 years ago, it was assumed that everyone carried handkerchiefs in Japan. So yeah, no paper towels or hair dryers. Yep. There are more now. Yes. I would still, washcloths are everywhere in Japan for purchase. You don't talk to strangers in Japan. Not often, but I did find times where like you can make eye contact or do a little smile or whatever, and people are fine with that. Like, unless you're drinking. Yeah. Handing out pocket tissues. Yeah. Yeah, how else are you gonna ask for someone to pass you a tampon? You can't there's not stall doors. You can't hand stuff underneath like that. You'd have to like go outside and see if you can slide something beneath they have huge doors and separating walls in Japanese bathrooms. It is not like the US. It is not like you could reach an arm under there or lean down and look. They have walls floor to ceiling for bathroom stalls. Is Small World at Tokyo Disney as creepy as it is in the US? We did not do Small World. I walked by it. The facade is beautiful. I do not ride It's a Small World. No fucking thank you. It probably was just as bad. For sure, Tiara, yeah. But yeah, people are women are more likely to talk to each other at the sink because they can see each other, and that's when comments would come up. But, you know, if we need something in a bathroom stall, like, hey, is there any toilet paper? Does anybody have a tampon? Like, usually if somebody needs a tampon, they'll walk in the bathroom first, ask, and then go into a stall. How often did you catch people staring at your red hair standing out in the crowd? Fairly often. Yeah. I never went in a public onsen. We only had a private one in our Ryokan, and it was like one person at a time. So hot. Oh my god. Talking to you in English and you were there in January? Yeah. You did Small World at Disney World. Ooh. You've never been to Disney? It's fun. Onsen is a hot spring, yeah. I don't know what Sento is, so no. Our days were so packed. Okay, ask me more questions as we're going through, but like here is the progression of what we did. Our first stop was in Okinawa. It's an island south of the mainland in Japan. And it's gorgeous. Indoor bathhouse? No. We did not. No time. Maybe next time. So Okinawa was our first stop. Yeah, it's an island south of the mainland. Got a big US military base, so there is still some English stuff there. We visited the big city called Naha while we were there on the first day, and Pix just reached out like to a local tour guide who spoke English and worked as a chef, and so he took us around for like a food tour in the city. We walked up like the touristy street, and then he took us in all these little back streets and like through the tiniest of alleys to get to the next section of these like covered markets to try a bunch of stuff, and that was really cool. Like walking down an alley like this in Japan, totally normal, fine, and safe. Yeah, Jumbo gives good hugs. Yes. They get to live out any weeby anime fantasies. Like, just like vibing on the metro with other people and like seeing people getting out of school and stuff. Like, kind of get that vibe. Yeah, or let your hair touch the water. That's right. I think the most that's okay in some places is you can bring a towel in. And usually you shower before you go into an onsen. They want you to be clean before you're bathing in the minerals and things. So yeah. The covered markets look... Some of them look like this. Yeah. We had soba. I posted a bunch of food. We did a whole tasting thing. I had those like weird fried root veggies. We did like chicken skewers. We did takoyaki. We did what's the savory pancake called again? There's the takoyaki. It was okay. Okonomiyaki. Thank you. We did that. The group tried snake sake, and Pix bought a bottle to bring home. Got some like, I like their soft serve things that they have. They have a lot of soft serve options, and they're cute. Of course, it's me and ice cream. So we did that, and that was most of the afternoon, evening, was just walking up the tourist street and then doing the food tour. And then we came back and we passed the fuck out. We had like these beautiful included breakfasts at this hotel. I did not bring tea home, actually. Because they're all about ocha, and I like kocha. AKA they're all about green tea. They have a lot of black tea, but, I know they love Spam down in Okinawa. They do. Oh, I tried taco rice. It's fine. I like Mexican food, so it was so bland. That's the closest they have. Yeah, we did a whole tea ceremony in Kyoto. And got in kimono and stuff, and so we like made our own matcha there. And it's a little too strong for me. If I'm gonna have something bitter, I need sweet with it, because so like dark chocolate is good with me. That's why I do tea with sweetener like honey or sugar. But I don't really like tea without that. Because, yeah, I don't handle a lot of bitter food. So matcha was okay. Green tea's okay. And it's not like they do a lot of like sweetened green tea, so. A really clever thing that they do at certain restaurants, by the way, is like hotel restaurants and things. If you're coming in for like a buffet or something, they'll sometimes give you these cards that you either turn into a server or you just turn over on your table that says like, I'm finished, which is great. Yo, Big Nasty, thank you for the 30 months. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Did I meet any costumed mascots outside of Disney? No, I don't think so. Oh yeah, another thing that I love about, there's a couple things that I love about Japanese food service. One of them are the little restaurants that you can walk into and you just order at a little, like, it almost looks like a little, not convenience. It almost looks like a vending machine. Yeah, thank you. Vending machine was the term. So it looks kind of like a little vending machine and you just order what you want from there and you get a little receipt and they take it and they bring you your food and that's it. It's great. I hate tipping culture. I hate tipping culture. It's so bad. Servers need to be paid a living wage. And tipping culture in the US has caused servers to be like, a lot of them can just be overbearing and, oh my God, how are you guys doing today? Okay, I'm here to take care of whatever you need. And they come in, they check on you like 4 times during your meal and you're like, I'm good, thank you. In Japan, you sit down. Somebody will help you sit down if it's one of those places where they will seat you. Then after that, when you're ready to order, sumimasen, and the server will be like, oh, okay. They come over to you, they take your order, they leave. They bring your order back, they leave. Okaiki kudasai. You ask for the check, they bring it. And a lot of times you just bring the check up to the front, actually. That's it. Paying servers should be the restaurant's responsibility, not the customer's. 100% agree. 100% agree. Yeah. And those simple experiences at Japanese restaurants, I'm like, oh my God, good. I don't feel like I'm being coddled. I don't feel like the server has to try to pretend to be incredibly, I don't know, familial or something. Like it's weird, you know? I'm just like, I'm good, homie. If I need you, I'll call you. And that's like it. Hi, cat. Email. Okay. Back to Okinawa. We had this awesome pool, beautiful view. Look at this gorgeous pool. The pool is huge. It's like goes way over to the left and right, but that's a view all the way down to the ocean. And then down at the bottom, they had like a lagoon that was filled with like actual seawater here. And then the actual ocean. The ocean is gorgeous, super clear, blue, beautiful. Yeah, water. It was lovely. Where did you go? I'm starting in the first area was Okinawa. And then we did Kyoto, Aichi, Hakone, and Tokyo. Aichi was just for a few hours. It was just at the Ghibli Park. Then we saw a bunch of crabs on the side of the wall. We stared at that for a while. Bird and I had like a morning to ourselves the second day in Okinawa. We just got to like chill, and settle in more. We had a lovely breakfast, and then Pix and Cade went and they did diving in the morning. So they went and dove because that's what they wanted to do. And Pix was also born in Okinawa, so this is why it was meaningful for her to go down there. They give you a rest. Does the restaurant work without a menu? They give you a menu. Really ate a restaurant with a menu. Sides, buffets, and takeout. With a menu, or you mean without, Lee? Yeah. Leia. Why did I just say Lee again? I know it's Leia now. Okay. So we went snorkeling in the ocean. It was super cool. I have a little bit of that footage on an Instagram reel that I posted. But yeah, we went snorkeling in the ocean and we saw a ton of fish and coral and it was really cool. And here's me in my little wetsuit. I'll post that. But yeah, again, views from our room, just fucking gorgeous. Gorgeous, beautiful. Look at the views. This is like an hour outside of the city, by the way. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. So then we just like went out to dinner that night at like a local restaurant. And that was it. We only had like 2 days in Okinawa. Then the next morning I sat by the pool for a little bit. Oh, there's the stuff. And then we went, we flew up to Kyoto. And this is the fucking airport food. It was so good. It was like tonkatsu and curry with rice, and there's like a salad and miso soup and all of that. It was so good. What the fuck? Airport food is good there. Train station food is good there. It's so silly. So that was the next thing we did. Okinawa had like cute Pokemon stuff all over the airport. Then we arrived in Kyoto and we stayed in a cute hotel. It was fine. We finally went to Family Mart for the first time. We tried Fami Chiki. It's good. I think it was overhyped. It was good. The next day we did a whole shrine tour. So we had like 2 full days in Kyoto, which is also not enough. But one morning we did a whole shrine tour of like the Fushimi Inari shrine, which is the one with all of the torii gates, like those orange gates that, you know, I'm sure you all have seen in pictures. But we went through the back way, so we got to see a bunch of other shrines along the side. And then we like walked up a back hill and it was really, really steep. Fushimi Inari, the front of the shrine with all of the initial torii gates is very busy and crowded. So I wouldn't recommend going in that way. I really liked going in the back way because we got to see a bunch of cool stuff from the back. We also saw this like one little shrine. It was a waterfall shrine. You can see the water right next to this finger here, pouring down that you can go and meditate in. But it was just this like beautiful mossy, foresty shrine. Like it just was like gorgeous. I mean, look at this. This was one of the coolest things that we got to see that was like beautiful and weathered. Oh, this is like a video of a neighborhood we walked through. But yeah, I loved it. I did not try McDonald's. We didn't get to do any McDonald's or KFC or anything. The most I had that was like American food was like Starbucks. And I really just had Starbucks because I think I got it 3 times. Once was because we were meeting our tour guide at a Starbucks, so I was like, might as well. The second time was because in Kyoto, which is coming up in this, I wanted to try the Starbucks in the really old building that's like on a street, like a really cute shopping street with other like traditional style buildings. It's awesome. But we didn't have time to actually sit. We were like late. So I still wanted to go by. And then the third time I got Starbucks was because it was the only place open early enough before we left for the train, the Shinkansen, high-speed train. So it was the only place I could go like get breakfast food for my group. So yeah, we went up and like, here's some of the torii gates on the back end of the shrine, which is really cool. But again, this is when it had almost no people. Once you get to the front end, fucking so crowded. Like this. Like all the popular pictures, like it's yeah, it's the bullet train. It's the Shinkansen. That's right. Like here's the very entrance to the whole shrine and like the shopping street ahead. It's so busy. But it's really cool to do it. It was just busy. And then we had, oh yeah, there's some ramen. Hi. What's up?
You want one?
What is that? Is that crab wonton?
That right?
Oh, Rangoon. Sorry, not wonton. Where'd you get it from?
How many do you want? The ramen place
Is it good? Or have you not had it?
Got here. So
Okay, cool.
It smells really good.
Okay, good.
How many you want?
How many do you want?
Just 3. So you want 3? You want to split it?
I don't want to
No, it's fine. I've got food.
Is there more of this or just the whole thing?
I brought it up so you can pour some.
Okay.
Whatever.
Just pour a little more. You're so sweet. I guess you're 2. You have all this food.
I need 3. I'm hungry.
A little like.
Yeah, where I don't eat that much of this sauce, so you're feel good.
I don't know. Probably fine.
Sure? Okay.
Thank you. You're so sweet. I'm doing the whole trip. I'm doing the whole trip. Put up all my stuff. Oh man, a lot. Rio wants to know if you've been doing well. Okay, she's gone. We need bullet trains over here, yes. And again, reminder that Japan is like just slightly smaller than California, so it would be a lot. But yes, we do. Oh my god, public transport's so good. Look at all these fortunes tied up. So cool. Here's some ramen we tried. We saw some people in really beautiful kimono. The shopping street I was talking about with the old Starbucks. This is like the Starbucks building. That's the building. See? So that's what it was like inside. Really cool. No, we didn't have udon. We did get soba and a bunch of ramen. Hi, Andar. Hello. Then we did... Yeah, so Fushimi Inari, into ramen, into the Starbucks thing. And then we met up with another tour guide that evening who took us around Gion and surrounding neighborhoods. And that was like a geisha district. So we learned all about geisha. This guy was like... Could have been peers with my dad. Like this older white dude in like traditional preppy clothes. He's like a university teacher for like several decades who lived in Japan with his like Japanese wife and kids and like did events with geisha a lot and like hardcore studied geisha. So we're like, okay. But the tour was cool. We did happen to see a few geisha walk by, which was really nice. And it was like, don't take pictures with them. But I did get like a picture from afar. That was cool. You can see one right here. This is it zoomed in. There she is. Took the picture from like over here because I did not want to be intrusive. Soba's good. So we saw a bunch of geisha districts. It was cool. The next day, Bird and I went to a little cafe. And then we walked over because I wanted to go to the Nintendo store, which you know we made it because I showed you all of the shit that I bought. I was so fucking excited. While we were waiting, I wanted to get my bangs cut, so we went into a little shopping mall. I saw a bunch of gacha machines. Got my bangs cut, and then we went to Nintendo Kyoto, and it was awesome. Here's some like Splatoon stuff. They had like some pretty dope jackets and mitts and things that were Splatoon themed. I just didn't know what I would do with them, so that's why I didn't get any of that. Look at these little guys. So cute. So cute. Yeah, don't stop or bother the geisha. Yeah, they get hounded in certain areas. Then we did our little like tea ceremony. We had our little cute little teacher like telling us all about the tradition of tea ceremonies and how it works, and then we did like a short version of it. And then like here's me in the little kimono. It was like just like a temporary rental. I never ended up getting one or finding one that I liked enough to buy. I should have just fucking bought one. Then we went through Nishiki Market, which is a cool spot. It's just like one of those other covered markets that's popular that you can shop down. And in the middle of that, Bird was like, hey, like we were just eating kind of a few random little foods. And then we found this one thing and Bird goes, look, this place has waffles. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll come look. And I looked at the menu and I was like, oh, it's upstairs. And then I looked up and I was like, it's one of these places. And I've seen a video, like a TikTok of this type of thing in Korea, but I didn't realize they would have something like this in Japan. It's like a 2D style cafe. So everything looks like it's just drawn on. It's so cute. Like that's the floor. We had these like really good waffles. And tea and stuff. Yummy. Oh, that was just Pix's hair from the kimono ceremony. Yeah, it was so cool. Like, here are the stairs going up. It was like 3D, 2D cafe or something. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Anyway. It was kimono that I wore, not yukata. Text me backward, I know. Then let's see. Oh, that was the night we got Fami Chicky. We did a little bit of shopping after. So we shopped up Nishiki Market and we ate the waffles and then we did a little more shopping. That was it. How did I find the tea ceremony? I was working with a travel agent since this was a really big trip and she helped us book a thing. It seems very tourist trappy, but we were only in a room with like 6 or 8 of us with that one woman in the center, and so it did feel really cute by the, like when you're in the room doing it. But yeah, it is a business. The next day we got to ride the Shinkansen for the first time, and we went to the Ghibli Park. Ghibli. So the way to get there from Kyoto is you get on a Shinkansen for like an hour or something. You get off at the city of Nagoya, and then you have to go from there to the metro. So we forwarded our luggage. So we forwarded luggage, and then we went from there. So in Nagoya, you take a 45-minute metro in 2 different trains out to the park. And it's in Aichi Commemorative Park. So Studio Ghibli didn't build their own park. They took an existing actual park that you can just walk around in, do sports and stuff. And they added sections within that park that has Ghibli themed areas. So there was Mononoke Village, there was place Dondoko Forest, there was the warehouse, like the Grand Warehouse, Hill of Youth, and Valley of Witches. So Mononoke Village is pretty self-explanatory. It just had like the big Mononoke hut where they did like the iron stuff where like all the women worked. And that was like a place where you could grill food. When we first got to the park and walked in, it's just like this big open area. We put our bags in a thing, and then I walked into the gift store and like saw this, and not even in like the main sections of the park yet. I'm just in the gift shop that's outside of the park. And I sit down and we're like looking at some stuff before we actually like head in. And I just hear Ghibli music and I just started crying. Only a little bit. I was so excited. I was really excited. So anyway, we walked around. The Mononoke area was cute. Again, it had the big hut. It had some big statues of like the spirits when they're all possessed. They're not possessed. They're all like, what do you call it? Here's the boar god. It was a slide. It was a children's slide. I would show you the map here, but I don't think the screen's probably too small to describe it. Here's the entrance to Valley of Witches. Well, it was right next to the entrance to the Valley of Witches. So we ate at the Ghibli Park in the Flying Oven, which was like a witchy inspired restaurant, and I got this like black curry. I don't know what was in it, but it tasted good. It was like dark rice and all that stuff, and then Pix got like this eyeball panna cotta that she said was good. It literally looks like little eyeballs. I have it. Eyeballs. Bird got like a fruit pie. So we did that, and then we went to the Valley of Witches, and they had a 20-meter tall Howl's Moving Castle, and it's fucking amazing, and it's got all the rooms from the movie, and it's so cool. And the worst part about being there is that you can't take pictures inside. So I can't show you what the inside looks like, but what I can tell you is that I have a lot of pictures of the outside of me in my Disney bound or whatever, my casual cosplay. And that every room in Howl's Moving Castle is immaculate. Like, so incredibly ornately detailed. You walk inside, you see the kitchen area, you see like Sophie's area, you see it's a non-moving moving castle, yes. But like the whole kitchen area, not only does it look like it's from the movie, but it looks lived in. There's stuff piled up everywhere. Dirty dishes in the sink. You see like Sophie's thing, you see soot in the fireplace. You go in Hal's room and it is so fucking cluttered in the coolest way. They have all the shit like moving in there, like anything that's moving or swirling or twirling or lit up in the movie, it's happening in that room. It's amazing. The bathroom is like that gross, disgusting colored bathroom. It's just like the fucking movie. It's so cool. No, I didn't visit a cosplay store, not this time. Yeah, Howl's Moving Castle was so cool. They had a beautiful carousel we did not have time to go on. It had different creatures from the movies. They had Sophie's Hat Shop. They had Kiki's Bakery. We didn't get to go in there either. That was sad. And then we did go in the gift shop for the Valley of Witches, and that's where I got several of my merch pieces that had like the Calcifer earrings and the, like they had Howl's jewelry, which I already have, but I got like Howl's rings and these 2 sets of earrings here. Then you go in the Grand Warehouse. Biggest difference between Japanese people and Americans? Yeah, Japanese respect people. That's so I've talked about that like 2 or 3 times already today, Kate, is like how sad I was getting back and feeling like our airport was like so dirty and people just didn't give a shit, and like we would get off no, you're fine, because not everybody's heard this, but like we would get off the little metro between terminals at the train station, you know, in the Dulles airport, and like people don't give a shit. They don't wait for you to get off before they would come in. It's very silly. Yeah, so that was sad. We don't really have manners while over here. But over there, so sumimasen, arigatou gozaimasu, all the time. Watching people get up and give their seats to the elderly. Yeah. And we did it. Our group did it too. You see the signs on the train? It says get up for the, people who need it. And we're like, absolutely. You just do it. More stuff at the Ghibli Park. Oh, here's like Sophie's shop, by the way. Her hat shop. Super cool. That's some merch from the store. I'll put all that in a video. Then we went inside the Grand Warehouse. It's like this big building in the middle of the park. And they've got these really cool giant buildings and the stairs that they're showing. I have a video of this because you can see that the airship actually is like moving. It's so cool. And we went inside this building and I waited 40 minutes just to sit with No Face. I'll post pictures of that. We learned a bit about samurai. Yeah, we did actually in Hakone. But this building had just pictures. It's just scenes of different Ghibli movies that you could go in, you could stand in and be a part of. So there's Bird fighting Porco Rosso. Bird standing with a guy up from Poppy Hill. It's one of my favorite pictures. This bird he laid down on the floor with the raccoons from Pompoko and acted like he was scared shitless. Very funny. Like you can catch oh fuck, what's her name? From Castle in the Sky. All these movie scenes. It was like 14 different things you could go in. There's Ponyo. There's a few from Castle in the Sky. There's a Mononoke one Bird and I are in. And then they had on one corner of the building, they had our big robot boy, and he was tall. He's like 20 feet tall. So good. No cherry blossoms. We went past cherry blossom season, but that's when it's really busy anyway, so we didn't want to go then. Yeah, anyways. We did see Kiki stuff was in the Valley of the Witches. So in the carousel, you had Kiki's, I think you could go to her room. She had the bakery, stuff like that. They had a whole room that you couldn't go in, but it was in its own little hut separately you could walk by and peer into because it's like too crowded, so you couldn't go in there, but it's Yubaba in her office working, which is so cool. So gorgeous. Again, I mean, I'm gonna like zoom in a little bit, but like look at all the detail. Look at all of the things in this office. Like, there's so much going on in these rooms. Papers flying around. It was so cool. Beautiful. Like, beautiful scenery. So then we left and we got some train station ramen, and that was the first time I had the Tantan ramen, and it's so fucking good. It's so good. It's so good. Then we went to our ryokan, and the beds were too small, so we slept on, I don't know, they thought there were 4 people staying in 4 separate beds, so they put on 2 futons on the floor, and we had 2 beds in the room, and we stacked stuff, and we made it work. It was fine. But then this is like our little porch outside, where we had some seating and like a little bit of a view, and then there's our little like individual ryokan. So you take the boards off and it's just steaming hot mineral water. It smelled like chlorine because there's chloride in it. So it was nice. We kind of were hoping for something a little bigger we could all like sit on. Fun. I am fun, you're right. Can't sleep on a hard bed. Every bed but one. We each slept on a futon for the first night while you 2 had the real beds. And then you were like, yeah, no, it's cool. You can use the other bed. We were fine. Okay. And then the second night we stacked the futon and used the other bed. Bird is too big. I cannot share a bed that small with him. Plain Bird. Yeah, you used one bed. I can't share. He takes up too much goddamn space. Birds. Okay, so we stayed in Hakone. We stayed at our ryokan. We had like a 6-hour tour around Hakone. Now our tour guide was nice, but he was natively Japanese and his English was okay. And whenever we would walk to the next destination, he like would not talk. He would just walk ahead of us. And we would be like, okay, this was fine. We learned some stuff about the samurai. We went to this really cool old like tea house that still had some traditional smoking of like fish or tea or things in like this big seated area. We tried this like rice drink that was cool. Did you have a kaiseki meal? I don't know what that means, but we did have like this hyper prepared breakfast at the ryokan like this, and they also gave us like a multi-course dinner that was kind of hard for me to eat, but I did try a bunch of shit. 300-year-old tea house, that's right. So yeah, we learned about the samurai because we saw this Hakone checkpoint, which is where samurai would have to go through, and they would like, you know, it's kind of like customs, but from like 300 years ago. And then there's like a lake. It was right on a lake at Hakone. And there used to be a walking trail that would go all the way from Tokyo to Kyoto that went through Hakone, but it doesn't fully exist anymore. There's just a little tiny bit of it left. So we walked through that. We went by a shrine. A dragon shrine. There's a big old dragon on the ceiling of the shrine. We went to Hakone shrine, but they had a dragon shrine too. There's like a 9-headed dragon thing. The tea house. Yeah. Well, the volcano is also very cool. Seasonal meat? I don't know. Kate, I like how you're just supplementing. This is good. I have the hiccups now, by the way. What's up, Bulbasaur? This is the active volcano we went up to. We took like a gondola. Literally an active volcano. But, you know, it's just like, that's where they get all the mineral water for the baths. Super cool. So that's like, we went up there. We tried eggs that were like cooked in the volcano water. They tasted like hard-boiled eggs. I was a little disappointed. Then we had this like, here's like an example of the menu, but like this like 6-course dinner that had a bunch of stuff. A bunch of stuff. Wait, can you see the fire there? Oh my god, you can. We got to like cook our own meat and veggies on the little hot plate. Some of it was really good. This was mostly just like one main day in Hakone. We had the tour and we used the onsen and we had the big dinner and oh right, they give you 7 more years of life, so we did all eat them. He's very jealous. It was really fun. Probably Rio. I would believe that. The next day we went to a cute little we foregoed the traditional ryokan breakfast because we'd already tried it once and we were like, it's okay. And we got food at a little cafe across the street and I got a little like egg salad with a cute little tea. Cute little tea latte. Very good. Then we trained into Tokyo. And so we were in Tokyo for like 6 days. We did a bunch of shit. Our hotel was like right facing the Tokyo Tower. So that was really, really cool. So anytime we ate breakfast, we had a view. Bird's-eye view from our room was of the other side of the city. It was really cool because we're like in a park. We had a breakfast and a dinner at the ryokan. Yeah, Shinkansen was great. So, very comfortable, easy. Here's our view of the city. How awesome is that? Gorgeous view. Ignore my hiccups. You don't have to ignore them, but you can. Our room in Tokyo was gorgeous. Also really big. Had a beautiful bathroom area. It was awesome. We sit on like a club floor level because it's so much cheaper to do that there than it is to do here. And they're very nice to you. Because we wanted the included breakfast and it was really, so we're taking advantage of that. We like go up on the club lounge. I bet it was expensive. Nope. Less than like a moderate resort at Disney, or about the same price as just a regular room at a moderate resort at Disney. How's the jet lag? Weird. It's weird. Oh, sorry. Oh, it made you emotional? I'm sorry, Bulbasaur. Thank you so much for the 103 months of that tier 3 and D. It was like, yeah, it was like 300, I think. Yeah. Really not that much. It was wild. So in Tokyo, we went by Shibuya twice. Once the first night, we went to like a mall that had all the stuff I showed earlier, another Nintendo store. Again, Kyoto is better. It had the Pokemon Center, the Capcom store. Look at this Larry doll. Precious boy. It also had the really cool. We only visited one Pokemon Center, and this one had the Mewtwo, which is really dope. Yeah, that was all really cool. That's when I tried the really good. Cade, remember this dish? Can we order this here? Can we find this here? I want to eat that again. That was really good. This Korean chicken. We did make it to the Ghibli Museum. Larry who? So yeah, we walked around Shibuya. That was really cool. The next day was the Ghibli Museum. I can only show you pictures of the outside because they did not allow pictures or video on the inside. But it's really beautiful. A little Totoro, or a big Totoro, is like at like a little check-in window when you get there. It is very hard to get tickets for it. Yes. I was on fucking top of it. It's very, yeah, you have to be on the dot or it's sold out. Here's the outside of the building. It's very weird and unique looking. very, very unique building. It's really cool. On the roof, they have another beautiful robot boy, all metal. He's gorgeous. He's also like really tall, just like the other one. Like, for comparison, this is me compared to the robot. Like, he's kind of like life size, like he would be from the movie, almost. Maybe he'd be slightly bigger in the movie, but he's so pretty. That was really cool. I also have like, they had like one of the stone blocks that makes up the bottom of the castle up on the roof. But yeah, I don't have pictures of the inside because they didn't allow it. But yeah, they had beautiful stained glass. It was like 3 floors that had all kinds of different stuff. It was really cool. Different presentations of like how they did some of their film study, or like one room with all Boy and the Heron concept art and like frames from the movie, like the actual sketches of the frames, which is cool. We also did Team Labs. We did Team Lab Borderless, which is like one of those really big exhibits that you can do that's got like tons of really cool endless rooms that you just walk through, and it's just got projections on the walls everywhere of all this gorgeous stuff. It's kind of hard to describe. Like, there's a room where just butterflies were just projecting all over the wall, and they move and they change. So like over like, you can go in an area and come back 30 minutes later and it's different. Nix and I also learned a really good lesson. No matter what you think, unless you're cosplaying or your partner is forcing you to bring a bunch of clothes, don't pack a bag. Don't pack a bag? No, Pix and Cade regretted bringing big suitcases. Bird and I didn't, because we both got a lot of merch that we were fine bringing back. And we used all of the clothes that we brought. And we would sweat a lot in our clothes when it was warm, so we didn't want to rewear them. We didn't want to wash them, because when we were like, oh, we'll just get laundry at one of the hotels, they were like, yeah, it's like 900 yen per shirt. And I was like, oh, I was giving you like 2 bags of clothes, homie. I'm good. I'll just make it work. I'm so glad I brought the bag that I did, honestly. So it's fine. Happy to pay for it. Everybody's going to be different. If you get stressed bringing luggage around, then yes, maybe try to pack light. Yeah, I know they have laundromats. I was just like, oh, we'll do it through the hotel. And then to make it easy, because in Okinawa, they had a laundry room that you could go to in the hotel. And I was like, cool, we'll just do that when we get to Tokyo. But then the Tokyo hotel we stayed at did not have a laundry room. They only had a laundry service. And then Bird and I just never found time to find a laundromat nearby. So we just were like, whatever. We just won't worry about it. Yeah, Team Lab is really, really cool. They have like really cool rooms that have all these like beautiful projections or things that you can do. Like, here's one of the rooms that we were in. It's just like this everywhere. They also had special exhibit rooms that had really cool things happening, like this room that was just filled with these like hanging globes of brilliant light everywhere and mirrors on all the walls and floors. So it just looked like an endless room of lights. It was really cool. Oh, I have a good picture actually. Like this. Just looked like endless. It was beautiful. You go with a backpack and that's it. That works for you. It doesn't work for me. I used almost everything that I brought in my suitcase, in my big suitcase. I used like almost every single item in there. So everybody's going to be different with what they prefer to use. If you don't travel much, or again, you get stressed about having big luggage or like hauling around luggage, then it might be too stressful for you to do that. Yeah, you did. I don't know. You didn't even wash them though, Cade. And I sweated in my shit, so I wouldn't have. I don't know. Here's another room we went in that had a lot of sparkly things hanging down from the ceiling, and that was really cool. Like it was just like this. So yeah, Team Lab has a lot of cool shit. It's just like art installations, and it's perfect for content. It's beautiful. Yeah. So they had a lot of rooms like that. I got a ton of pictures. Here's one night when the Tokyo Tower was lit up all pretty. Usually it's just like orange, but they had pretty lights going on that day. The next day was my birthday. We went to Tokyo Disney Sea. It was very exciting. I have a lot of pictures and videos. A little globe when you first come in. I have a lot of pictures. I don't think I'll show that many pictures from Tokyo Disney Sea. Just a quick video of us walking into Fantasy Springs. Okay, let me show you this video here of like the whole view of the entry. This is what it looks like when you walk in the park. There's like a big volcano. That's the Journey to the Center of the Earth ride, which we did. That was cool. I may have said 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea earlier, but I didn't mean it. I meant Journey to the Center of the Earth. They had this whole cool area that was next to Journey to the Center of the Earth that was all like steampunky. Super cool. That's where I got my Baymax rice paddle. Oh my god. The Little Mermaid area is not only really pretty on the outside, with this like really cool underwater castle-y thing. That's where people were just stopping and staring, by the way. But if you go to the inside, holy shit, I'm so glad we walked inside, because the inside looks like this. Wait, stop. Looks like this. It's huge. Not only does it have all of that, but in the back of that, there's a food court and a giant merch shop. It was so cool. I was kind of floored, actually. I did not expect all of that on the inside of that building, because I'd never seen that before. So that was really, really cool. Here's an aerial body pillow. I was like, whoa, girl. What a body pillow. There's a whole Agrabah area, which is gorgeous, and it's got a carousel that's 2 stories. So of course we went on the carousel. There's Jafar and Iago. There's the carousel. We got some curry, and then we did a little roller coaster they had there. But it was okay. And then it had one loop at the end, so it was like, wow. We did the Indiana Jones ride. It's very similar to the one at Disneyland, except for it was Crystal Skull themed, so they had some random Crystal Skull stuff everywhere. And they made Indy look a little bit older, and otherwise it was like the same as the Disneyland one. But that's good though. All their vending machines at Disney are fucking dope. Look how cool that vending machine is. Like, what? So cool. There's like a kind of futury steampunky looking pier we went by. They have a whole like old Americas section. I did, Kate, and I talked about it earlier. They have like an old, almost like Streets of America section. They have a little like toy factory thing that just has like Toy Story Mania in it. This is the Tokyo Disney Tower of Terror, which is really cool. Like very pretty on the outside. Oh wait, that's just a boat. Apparently it's a good restaurant. That was really cool. Oh, here's a good front picture of it. Really pretty. Acceptable. Vending machines everywhere in Japan. It's so cool. We loved that. We got drinks from them constantly. Then we went to Fantasy Springs, and it's beautiful. Fantasy Springs is awesome. Super cool new section. You have like that was like the volcano from Peter Pan. And there's Rapunzel's Tower, which is part of her ride. And then Frozen is on the other side of this. So you can't see it very well. I have a ton of pictures though. Here's like part of the ride with all the lanterns. The ride was really pretty. It was way too short. But it was really pretty. And you had like, he's like Rapunzel swinging around. That was really cool. Arendelle Castle is also beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. How are the lines? Better. No, I'm lying. Disney Sea, the lines were good. Disneyland, the lines were pretty bad. Winnie the Pooh was usually 50 to 90 minutes. Space Mountain was around 100 minutes. Beauty and the Beast was around 100 minutes. So that's why we only got to do like Haunted Mansion and Beauty and the Beast. Like one other thing. Oh, yeah. But yeah, the Frozen thing was really cool from the outside. We didn't get to do it, but it had like Elsa's castle back in the back, and then Arendelle Castle and a whole area around it. It's very pretty. The Fantasy Springs store is gorgeous. It's attached to the hotel, which next time I go to Japan, I'm going to stay at that hotel. Beautiful, beautiful designed gift shop. Had some gorgeous merch. Captain Hook's boat. You could walk around on. Really cool. Again, I have a lot of videos to put this all into a video. They lit up Ariel's castle at night. That was awesome. That was our whole day. The next day we did a half day at Disneyland. It's very similar to Disney World / Disneyland, California. Except for the fact that the castle's gray, not pink. The entrance area is covered. They have a covered Main Street. It wasn't sweltering hot, but it was warm and sunny. So we were feeling the heat. Yeah, and then the area in front of the castle is also really big. And the layout's a little bit different, but you still had your Adventureland. They did not have Frontierland. They had Westernland. And then Tomorrowland, Fantasyland and all that. We went to Gaston's Tavern and ate. We did Beauty and the Beast ride. It's awesome. It's so good. The queue is beautiful once you get inside. Sorry. We walked around Toontown. We got some ice cream. It was actually really good. Merch shopping. Then for the evening, we met up with a guide who took us around Shibuya for some food. So we had a really good grilled fish at one place, and then we did like a soupy thing at another place. It wasn't super humid, but I'm used to East Coast, so I'm used to humid. I don't know. And then we got like some dessert. It was like a boba tea spot with like this like big thick bread. And that was one night. The next day, we did the Sensoji Temple and Asakusa tour. So there's like an old shrine and temple in the middle of Tokyo that we went to that's pretty famous. And a whole big touristy market that we walked up and down as well. Also, we got to meet Katie. We got to meet up with, meet up with Katie, who we love. Or Mini Kitty. So we got to meet up with her. She came to Disneyland with us. And then I also saw her for a little bit the next day around Asakusa Market. So we got to do a tour there, see some fish, see the shrines. We walked and saw a couple other shrines that were cool. There's a whole shrine dedicated to like daikon, like radish. We saw a cat shrine, Neko shrine. And then we went and we got some more ramen nearby. And then we went and we did Akihabara and we met up with the Radish Temple. Yeah. No, we didn't actually go in Skytree. We just saw it from a distance. Saw the golden poop too. Guide recommendations are things to avoid. I think food tours were the best types of tours that we got. And even if you don't have a tour guide to learn about a temple, doing some research on your own when you're visiting temples at the very least is good and important, so you know what you're visiting. Yeah. Use Google Maps for metro travel. It's easy. And get Suica. S-U-I-C-A. Get Suica. You can get it on, I think there's an app for your phone. Get it. You can use it at their convenience stores, their Konbini, and then you can also just scan in. I had it in like a, another tip is having a coin purse. They use a lot of cash and a lot of coins there. Oh, it only works on iPhone. Otherwise, you can get it like, I got a little welcome Suica card, so this will expire, but like this is like one of those pull coin purses, so you can like pull it out and like scan into the metro, which is great. Technology is different. Okay. I still need to eat my crab rangoon. It's getting cold. But I'm almost done. We went to Akihabara. We met up with Jempo. She's awesome. And we walked around a couple of like manga stores, and we totally walked in the adult section. It was funny. Cade looked for a really lewd. You never found a disturbing enough figurine, did you? And then they had like a whole Persona concert that I missed, but we got to see these like huge like Persona statues that were outside. That was really cool. Of like a bunch of different personas, and Aigis, and a big inflatable Jack Frost and Morgana and all that. Too tame, yeah. We went in Animate, so we went in an anime store, we went in the manga store, and we went in another spot. Oh yeah, we tried the Square Enix thing. Here's pics with the little like Eddie plushie. Whoa, stop. That we got from the gacha. You're so cute. Spent like $40. Yeah, it was adorable. What do we do the next day? The next day we met up with Arix. I'm so glad we got to see Arix. So we met up with him, and we went to Rakeru, which has like omu rice. So it was actually my first time having omu rice. It was like one of our last days. Here's our last day. So we had like an omu rice meal, which was really good, with like a little French toast. We got some coffee. We just like chatted for a while. So it was awesome to like see Arix. Yay! Twitch.tv/AREX Arix. He's great. We love him. We've known him forever. Then we walked by the Disney store in Shinjuku. And it was Pix's birthday. So I got a couple things there really quick. And then for Pix's birthday, we went to an art aquarium. It kind of reminds me of like a smaller art version, like aquarium version of like a team lab. So it had all these beautiful like fish exhibits. They were like little, like all these little things are like these specially perfectly cultivated different types of like goldfish and koi and other things. Yeah, and all these like really cool little weird ass looking goldfish and stuff. And those like weird boys. Yeah. It was really neat. So we got some cool things. Like here's one of the exhibits. I was getting a lewd thing for a friend. Oh yeah. I know every other thing does look like a child. Yeah, we were there for both of our birthdays. Yeah, we had it planned that way. It was really cool. This picture I got of Pix is really dope in front of one of the areas. It was like an actual photo op spot that they had. Super cool. Very diabolical looking. Then for dinner, we went to an omakase. We had a really cool chef. He was super nice. And he prepared us a bunch of sushi. And I was a big brave girl, and I tried a bunch of sushi dishes. Yeah, you can see him like getting fish out of his little box. His little fresh fish boxes. And the other three drank a lot of sake. And he does like a perfect job getting all the fish ready and like perfect little cuts of fish. And this is like, this first piece I think I had was probably my favorite piece of raw sushi I've ever eaten. Because I don't do raw sushi very well, but this was really good. Squid was second, and I almost... Team, listen. Here's the squid. I can't handle that texture. I tried. I put it in my mouth, and I tried chewing through it for like 2 seconds, and all three of them were looking at me to see if I could handle it, and they saw me go... Like, my whole body gagged. The first one was, yeah, like a good tuna. A really good tuna. No tendons in it. It was perfect. It was nice and soft. Yeah, squid was rubbery is a good way to put it. I didn't want to spit it out. I didn't want to offend the chef. It was a beautiful omakase. So, like, I did the best I could to chew it up so that I had big enough chunks that I could swallow whole in my mouth. Yeah, the chef did ask to take him. Yeah, he asked us to take him home at the end. He would like use a translator app because he wasn't great with English, but we would use a translator app occasionally when we needed to say more complex things to each other. And at the end, he was like, "You all are really cute. Like, can you take me home with you? Do you have other cute people around you?" It was great. I loved that. It was great. He was so funny. That's why I was like, yeah, he was a good chef. And when he noticed that I had trouble eating one of the pieces, they were like, the other three were like, "Food, you can't handle this." He noticed and he made me another cut instead of a different fish, which also had a bad texture. And so Bird ate it really fast. And I was like, it's good. Hi, Kiara. Thank you for the raid. I hope you had a good stream today. Yeah, we're talking about like, I'm on the last little bit of my Japan chat, actually. It's good. Bird was proud. Yeah, all three of them were like, "We're so proud of you, Fu. You're trying so much." I'm like, I'm a big brave girl. I tried raw shrimp. I knew I didn't like shrimp, but I tried raw shrimp in Okinawa and I still didn't like it. So when he served us shrimp, I was like, I can't. Oh no, that's when he saw and served me something else. We tried sea urchin. It's fucking weird. It's so weird. It melts in your mouth, but in a really strange way. And I wouldn't eat it again. I could eat it, but I wouldn't have it again. Yeah. And then I just have pictures of our last night from our hotel room in Tokyo, and it was gorgeous. And, yeah. And then we left the next morning. So overall, very cool. We got to do a lot, like between the art aquarium and the team labs and both Disney parks and Ghibli Museum and Ghibli Park and a bunch of tours and going through a bunch of places and like all the shrines and stuff we saw. It wasn't enough. Not enough shrines. We didn't even get to do enough like wandering. Cade did the most. But yeah, it was cool. I'm gonna actually try these. Hopefully they're good. Yeah. Okay, good. So there we are. What was in your top 3 things we did? The wandering or the omakase? All the Cade and Pix features, I know, right? They have no zoning, so you can just wander. I know, it was really cool. I did really enjoy the times we did that. We just didn't have enough time to do it. So, I did tours on this trip because, by the way, Kiara, I hope you had a wonderful stream, right? Did I say that already? You're great. Like, I appreciated the tours that we did, but I did it this trip because I wanted to get that initial education experience and guidance from people who are locals so that I could continue to learn good etiquette, understand how shrines work, etc. So like for the next time I go, we probably won't do any tours. It'll be more of a wandering experience. We did a lot of the big stuff, so we can try, like, it'll be easier for us to kind of like do our own thing, which would be really nice. Yeah, I want to do Osaka next time. I don't know what Tohoku is, but Hokkaido is cool. I do want to try Hokkaido. But yeah. You like uni? I did not. But if you like it, that's cool. It's good. Oh, yeah, like zoning laws, yeah. With that, I need to use restroom. So I will do that and maybe get a cup of tea. And actually like eat this. I might heat it up for a few seconds. So I will, you did everything on the fly and it was awesome. There was just stuff I did want to fit in. And then once we added even just like a handful of tours on top of that, that filled up our time. We were like, oh shit. Shit. Nintendo, Capcom, and Pokemon Center are all in the same spot in Tokyo. But again, the Kyoto Nintendo store is better. They're both great, but Nintendo Kyoto is a little bit bigger and has some more really cool stuff. Yeah. But there were multiple Pokemon centers in Tokyo. We just only got time to do one. So, Kyoto is where Nintendo headquarters is. Oh, somebody asked earlier if I saw headquarters. No, they're very picky and will not allow people to come in. So I was like, hey, is there anybody I could talk to or like is there any way I could go visit? And they're like, yeah, they don't do that. They just don't. So, for sure, Tiara, yeah. We did see a fan gamer shop, yeah. I'm pretty sure it was in Akihabara. I think. Yeah. If you have more questions about Japan, please ask. I'm just gonna take a break and come back, and then we do have a little bit of time to do some P2ID. So, yeah, no, I emailed prior to going to Japan through my contacts, and that's when I got like yeah, they don't really do that. So yeah. I think we're gonna try to do the pit today. PTYD time. Okay, cool. I'm updating. Oh wait, I also need to do game. Okay, cool. I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm gonna go use the restroom. All right, you all are great. This is really fun to talk about stuff. I will get a picture of all the souvenirs that I got in case you all missed it. I know some of you joined later. We went through all of that first. It was a lot. Like an example is the wing rug that I got. And that's my Ghibli pile, my Disney pile, my gamer pile. So good. So yeah, I'll take pictures of it all so you can see it a little bit better for those who missed that. And I'll be back in a couple minutes.